and girls, particularly boys. We
Mask off.
mask off, pants off. That's what it's all about. That is the theme of today, of course. I am so happy, pleased, honored, and maybe also a little bummed that today might be the very last episode of Grim Dawn D&D. Depends on how things go. Depends on the actions our players take. I am saying this with some confidence. I'm not just clickbaiting or anything. Not that would really matter, because I think the people who tune in, the people who are going to tune in anyway. The people who aren't going to tune in are we're never gonna tune in.
We don't care about them.
We don't care about them. All we care
They're
about
missing
is you.
out.
You, the viewer.
And you know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
You.
Look to your left, look to your right. Those people are not watching Grim Dawn D&D, but you are. Way to go.
That's true. The person to my left is not watching Grim Dawn D&D. She's watching me watch Grim Dawn D&D.
Cool. Let's
That puttered out real fast.
The bit wore itself out quickly.
yes. Where are we?
Fighting
I'm so
Lasay.
sorry. I know exactly. Well, no one's fighting anyone just yet.
You're right. Listening to Lasay's monologue.
Was that still going on? I thought you.
No, we all rolled initiative. There's initiative here.
We are fighting
Oh
Lasay.
shit! You
We are
gave
fighting
Calvin a
Lasay.
token. Oh, that's my
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I want to
Now
switch
I'm concerned.
Can I switch tokens with him? He's very handsome.
Yeah.
He looks like a guy who would put his pinky out when he drinks soda.
He's got a
I don't know
butterfly
about that.
on his shoulder.
He looks like a guy who would.
No, legit. He has a butterfly on his shoulder.
Oh yeah, he does.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, he looks like the kind of guy who'd stab his wife after already dying.
What a wholesome little undead fencer monstrosity.
Yeah.
All right.
At least he's not in the initiative turn order, right? That's okay. He's just there for flavor, right?
Give me that. Actually reminds me of something. Okay. Unrelated die roll here. Okay.
Oh. What?
Ooh, I like this music.
Oh, there's music.
Oh, I still need you, Alex, to send me a message with the name of the track that you were using for Jeremiah.
Oh, sure. It's called. I'll send it to you later, but it's called Elderflower.
Who's it by?
I'm not sure. It's a copyright-free, royalty-free music from YouTube. If you just search Elderflower, banjo, dark, sad, mysterious, then it'll get
Dark, sad, and mysterious.
Banjo,
Wow.
dark,
Banjo.
sad,
You were there.
mysterious. Okay. Awesome. Beautiful.
All
This
right.
music reminds me of like Diablo 2 Act 2.
This is a fantastic musician by the name of Nebula Orionis, who allowed us to use his music royalty-free at the beginning.
Thank you,
of,
Nebula Orion.
And this track in particular, the Cairn Ruins, off of his track that was off of his CD that's specifically themed around Grim Dawn. This one was by far my favorite. It's beautiful. It's emotional. It's slow. It's driving. It's fantastic. It's a really great song, all in all, and I think it matches what we are doing here and now and today. So previously on Grim Dawn D&D, our unfortunate survivors trekked through Astakarn, following the celestial divine senses of the newly forged Sentinel. Did I get it right?
Yeah, you got it.
Yes, you nailed it.
Got it. All right.
Beautiful.
The newly forged
Beautiful.
Sentinel.
In one take, look
Followed
at you.
his celestial senses to the origin of the altar, a powerful altar built by the old Arcovians in times of deep religious devotion. They found a town of Astakarni barbarians, slaughtered and burned to ashes, reformed as monstrosities. With a little bit of help from the Long Night, our heroes, let's call you heroes, not unfortunately, were able to navigate through the city find the Astercarni Elder, who led them through a mystical portal marked with the runes of Amatok to the old Arcovian altar. There they found none other than Calvin Valmaris, aka Monsieur, Lasse's right-hand man, and
Was remaining right hand man.
his remaining right-hand man.
Nice.
I mean, it is worth noting that ethereals never die. At least not by conventional weapons. And Bosco's certainly not dead. He's just not here. I wonder where he is. Has anyone ever thought about where Bosco might be?
Oh, don't even fucking
I
set
went
that
to
shit
that.
up.
I stopped thinking about him.
Not a single
long
thought
ago.
given to it.
Okay,
Yep,
fair enough.
not
Fair
one.
enough.
As soon as I got his armor, I stopped thinking about him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like as a Dark Souls
I
boss.
wasn't even thinking about it, to be honest.
I was using him for his plate mail. That's it. Nothing. No more, no less.
Somewhere Bosco sheds a tear. Anyway, our heroes found this altar, and they were confronted by Monsieur, aka Calvin Valmaris, the ex-husband still of one Desdemona
What?
Valmaris.
I mean, they're
Married.
still married, right?
I'm not sure
Still
how
married.
ethereal possession affects marriage. Honestly, I haven't really given that too much ponderance.
I don't think common law has too much case law regarding that.
We need to set some precedents. I think that's sort of where we're at.
That's a whole other session.
Despite
Tune in next
Calvin
week
not
for the
being
marriage
able to
legality.
speak in the conventional sense, due to the fact that he, in his physical form, was comatose, he was able to communicate telepathically to Desdemona, and he begged with her to hear Lasse out. Desdemona was resistant, to say the least. But hear them out they did, kind of. They found Lasse in the middle of the altar. He offered them a drink of his favorite port of when he was still a man. And he described to them that if he were to be allowed to see his machinations all the way through, then perhaps he could break down the world that they live in and rebuild it as something better and unfettered by the callous disregard and jealous backstabbing of the celestial hierarchy that we find ourselves in now. However, while that was going on, our very own Octavia found the rune of Drieg on our star late altar and communed with Drieg to find out what exactly Lasse's plans are in regard to the ascension. We knew for a fact that he wasn't going to ascend himself, or at least we thought we did. But Octavia found out, in no uncertain terms, that he plans to somehow use Emma, our dear friend and compatriot from episode 1, to ascend in his place. And that is where we are now. We have rolled initiative, but and he is as he possibly could be in a million different forms. And you sort of see this non-Euclidean version of him. And you guys are staring each other down in I don't think a Mexican standoff is the right term, because it's not exactly what it is, but there's certainly a tension in the air. Sentinel, why don't you go ahead and make another intelligence check? I believe was what it was.
Save?
Another intelligence save?
Do it. This was with advantage.
I'm so sorry. You are super quiet, my guy.
Oh, yep. Sorry. I had turned it down because I was chewing on something. Sorry. That should be better. Crap. No, I forget what I had done, but I did a thing that I had advantage on it. What the hell was it? It was one of my abilities.
What do you need advantage? You already have like plus charisma to save.
It's always good to have more when your int is -1. Are you saying I shouldn't get more bonuses?
Yes.
That doesn't sound like me. First one's a fail, second one's a fail.
Okay.
The DC was 18, I believe you said, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm still hanging out.
Hanging out. Just
Biding my time.
Biding your time. Lasay looks over over to you, Octavia, and then back over to you, Avery and Desdemona. And he says, yeah, it was always the girl. Didn't realize it when I made her, but she was beyond perfect. She's the only one that could take this home.
Why couldn't you just tell us what you had in plan? This isn't really instilling a lot of confidence, you know, when you try to shoot us instead of communicating until now.
I needed to drive you to this point. And moreover, I needed Emma to suffer and break and to grow.
That sounds so much like something else that Sentinel doesn't know about.
This is your last opportunity. I have other ways of getting the girl here to me now. I don't need you to understand. I don't need you to agree. But I do need you to witness.
I have two questions.
For
one.
Okay, sorry. Go. For me or for
Oh,
you?
yeah. Out of character.
Sure.
I have two questions. One, from my general familiarity with like Arcovian magic and ruins and, you know, maybe even the signage, just like study of magic, can I kind of discern a little more about this ritual? Maybe like, does he really need specifically Emma? Like, is there any way we can interact with it? Anything like of that sort?
Okay. So this is going to be a history or an arcana check. I believe history is probably your stronger suit, right?
Same actually. Let's call it an 18 and you pick.
Okay. I mean, you're going to get sort of different things for different strokes.
Let's go with Arcana then.
Let's go with Arcana. You sort of, as the Say is talking, you sort of bend down and inspect the stone a little bit closer. You drag your hands across it, and although this is certainly a stroke-for-stroke remake of the common celestial map that you've seen 1,000 times before in almost every book you've studied, almost every common theology that you have marked and tracked throughout your life, there is something slightly different here. And this sort of ties back into what you know about the Arcovians. The Arcovians were hungry for power. They would do almost anything for it and break any barrier. And this altar is no exception. And you sort of see these marks that loosely translate in their language, these runes along the edge and the side of the stone, loosely translating to sacrifice and consume.
Interesting. My second question was going to be, I was given a token by my brother that supposedly summons a heavy hitter from the long night. Do I have good reason to suspect that he may have been referring to Emma?
Yeah, that seems. There's been many talks between you and your brother, and your brother's not been coy about the fact that he views Emma as a weapon, a powerful weapon at that.
Yeah.
And that seems like after what Octavia did at the altar, Emma has come to a realization, and with that realization sort of comes a birthright of a sense, where that she's sort of come into her own as a powerful being by Lasay's design.
Does anyone else want to communicate with Lasay?
Up to you guys. As soon as you say go, we go.
I mean, we all know what Sentinel's ready to do.
Speaking of,
I got nothing for this.
Make your rolls.
Okay. By the way, I haven't been keeping track of total rounds that it's been. I mean, obviously plot line rounds, but
It's
I think it's been like 6 or 7. So technically, if it lasts for a minute, he still has plenty of time to go. Just so you are aware. I think that's about it. That's a fail and natural 20.
No way!
Finally.
My God. All right.
I guess we're doing it then.
Yeah, I mean, Sentinel doesn't say a thing as soon as they are able to break free. I mean, his sword was already in mid-swing. And they're just going to finish it.
I know. I remember Octavia was like trying to interrogate Dreeg a little bit towards the end.
Another nat 20 religion check, I believe, right?
With me?
Yeah, last session.
Yeah, you were like trying to commune with Dreeg a bit towards the
But
end.
that was we already resolved that, I believe. That's how she got the
Yeah,
information about
that's
Emma.
how I knew it was Emma. Yeah. Nothing had progressed with me after that.
So Sentinel.
Yeah.
You see the starry outline of Aeon's hourglass sort of shimmer and fade away as you overcome it. Lasey has not noticed. You hear him say, "I don't need you to agree. I just need you to witness." At that moment, you regain control of your body. Your swing completes its arc. Make an attack with advantage.
Woo! That first one, yeah, that's an 18 plus 6.
18 plus 6, it hits for sure.
All right. That is going to be 10 slashing damage, and let's start this out right. I'm going to use a 2nd level smite on this fucker.
God.
Let us smite this little bastard. Let me see. Divine Smite. All right, so this is going to be an extra 3d8.
Oof.
So that's 10 plus 7 is 17, plus 8 is 25, plus 4 is 29. And I say, I am witnessing, and I find you wanting.
You swing your blade with immense strength, and what everyone else sees is this large sort of stone-formed blade that's almost more like a club than it is like a weapon. You smack Lasey, and you hear a cracking sound in his ribs as he flies a fair distance and skids along the ground. You see behind him Calvin, aka Monsieur, reach for a blade that's on his waistband. Lasey gets up and goes, No, Monsieur, not yet. Let's see how this plays out. And we are.
And I will take my
officially in
2nd
initiative.
attack.
Before that, a layer action.
Ooh, yes. Love it.
You see. You see Lasey sort of start to shimmer and change as celestial energy swarms around him. And he turns towards you, Sentinel. He says, "Stop me if you've heard this one before." And you see him grow and expand to easily twice the size. He has, you see starlight begin to radiantly shine as it settles. You see brilliant sort of silvery iron armor clad his entire body. You see both of his eyes are gouged out and large bloodstains are dripping down his face. And in one hand he has a massive axe that is edged on one side only, and in the other hand a giant spiked mace.
Nice. That sounds awesome.
And you see the entire altar around you shift and change as well as it takes on a purple hue.
Ooh.
And now it is your turn again.
Ooh. Just 2nd attack or full turn?
Full turn. Surprise round at the beginning. Full turn.
Oh, beautiful. In that case, with this happening, I prefer that actually to what was going to happen. Oh, first off, because I used a spell slot of 2nd level, I am going to give... Oh, that's true, actually. I should ask. Alex, does my boon work when I use spell slots for smite, or only when I use them to actually cast a spell?
No, it's any spell slot usage.
Okay.
I think this was designed specifically so you could use it sort of in combat. It's meant to be powerful.
Cool. I am going to give, let's see, our squishy mage and I think Desdemona, or no, I can only, never mind. I can't split it between. I'm going to give our squishy mage 2d4 reduced damage on the next time you get hit with something.
Perfect. You
As
feel
per my boon.
Shimmering glyphs sort of surround your body.
Yeah. As my weapon glows with the magic, you see one sort of, or you probably wouldn't see it, but others would see one appear, I think, like right in the center of your forehead, and it's a glyph of protection.
I got some damage absorption. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
And
The
on
best
my
stat in the
turn,
game.
I reach my hand up to my chest, and I say, "Interesting. I suppose I should be at my best as well." And I will.
Well, it's a Dragon
heal
Ball Z
myself.
fight now, isn't it?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, you haven't even seen my final form. I will
no.
use 22 points of lay on hands to heal me up to full.
Whoa.
Fantastic.
And I don't think I can do anything as a bonus action. I'm just checking real quick, but I believe that'll be the end of my turn because I'm just gonna stay in melee with this dude.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
With that, it is now Octavia's turn.
Rock that Bix.
I'm going to look at Lissay, and I'm going to say, better the devil you know than the one you don't know. And I'm going to cast, thingy, whatever.
I love Choo Choo. It's my favorite spell.
Guardian's game.
Spell of the game.
And 6 eyes of Dreek are gonna sort of just pop into existence and start circling around me.
Okay.
And 2 are gonna shoot off towards me.
Okay, go ahead and make your attacks. Oh, I have to make a dexterity save, right?
Yes.
2
It
even, right?
is dex save 14. Sorry, what'd you say?
2 dex saves even, right?
2, I believe. That's how we've been doing it.
Yeah, I think 1 for each.
First one is a natural 17 on the die.
Okay, so that's half damage.
Oof, off the table. Another natural 14 on the die.
So that's a pass then. That goes to roller.
What's his bonus?
What's this bonus?
Oh, it was a
Well,
natural.
or what's your?
okay,
Oh,
yeah.
never mind. I guess yeah. I don't know what your DC is. Never mind.
Her DC is 14.
Okay, so both are half damage.
Oh.
And he's
Sorry,
got
my
a huge dex bonus right now. Just a massive dex.
That's.
Don't
Look at his
don't
massive
laugh.
dex.
That is 19 halved.
Ooh. This got a little bit more
Yeah,
potent.
I rolled 2 6s and a 5.
Wow.
And a 2. So
Nice.
It's a shame.
I rolled well.
It'd be a shame if I made my dexterity saving throw. But yeah, 9 damage, that's something. That's not nothing for sure.
And I will roll my sanity check. I'm good.
Darn.
For once, I think
I
that's
literally-
the
I
first
rolled-
sanity
I
check
rolled-
you've succeeded.
I rolled a 2. The DC is 1 right now, though, so we're good.
Oh my god. That's
yeah.
unbelievable.
It was still a horrible roll.
That's
And then I have to roll a d6 to up the DC. Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. As a legendary action, you're going to see, let's say, sort of shift around. You can take an opportunity attack if you'd like.
I would like.
Ooh.
That is going to be a 17 to hit.
17 does not hit.
Okay, I didn't think so. Worth a shot.
He dashes over to you, and he is looming over you, easily twice your size. And he goes, "The devil you know, still a devil." and he swings down with a massive, with this massive mace. I mean, that's not. It's going to be a 16.
My AC is.
That's a hit.
That's a
Shit.
hit. Oh, I thought we were going to get started off on the wrong foot here.
Get ready to roll 2d4s though, Octavia.
Yes.
I knew he was gonna go after the squishy one first.
Oh no, that's a 1 out of 7. Okay, okay, that's a lot better, but it's still 20 damage.
What? How do you look at a 1 and then say that's 20 damage?
Well,
That's not
Holy-
cool.
Okay,
know
20
that.
minus.
One of them was a 1. It's
Minus 5.
minus 5.
All
Okay.
All right.
So 15. Ugh.
15. And he's going to look at you, Octavia, for his turn. He's going to go, pay close attention while I break your puppet. And he is going to turn around back to Sentinel. If you want to take an opportunity attack, you may.
Yes.
Are you holding a weapon even?
I am a warcaster or whatever the feat is,
Hell
so I can take your spell.
Hell yeah.
I will do. Hold on, sorry, fancy. I want to do something fancy here. Okay, not fancy.
Nothing.
Simple, just straightforward. My shield, it's gonna just illuminate in green, and almost like a phantom version of it is just gonna shoot off towards him. And so that is magic missile.
Love it.
So it is 3d4, 3d4 plus 3.
3d4 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
5. So 8.
Okay.
Damage is damage.
Damage is damage.
Do I have to roll another?
That was spell. This is.
Okay.
French cases are still cases, I'm afraid, right?
I succeed. I passed. We're good.
Okay, fantastic.
Yay.
All right, I'm going to make all of my attacks at once. What is your AC?
Oh baby. My AC is 19. Only 19.
Only 19. Oh,
I missed Jeremiah's
poor-
21.
Poor squishy paladin.
I am a squishy paladin.
First one is a fail, a miss.
Nice. Sentinel is squishier than the farmer.
Second one is also a miss.
Oh!
Ha ha. Ha ha.
Third one's a hit, though.
Okay.
Oh.
Lasai.
Lasai, aw.
Hey.
Ooh, okay, hold on. This is going to be 29 damage.
Oof. I'm gonna math that on a calculator. but
On
that's a
one
lot.
hit?
On one hit.
Yeah. This is. We're all going down. We're all going down.
This is what I'm saying is...
It's gonna be
This
the
is what
last
I'm
episode
saying.
because we're all gonna be dead.
What I was saying was yes.
This is the time where you just bust out everything.
I mean, he keeps trying to kill us, and like only managed to kill one character so far. So
And he didn't even kill the one character.
right, that was a self-sacrifice.
He's
I am
Sentinel.
at 45.
Oh!
of 74.
oh boy. Wow.
Hit.
So he swings down with his massive mace. You catch it with two hands, but you feel the ground underneath you buckle. As you sort of shift in place. And it is now Desdemona's turn.
Yay.
You can do this.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I just need to check distances.
Guy,
should-
I'm sending you a
should-
PM so we don't have to take up time in regular chat.
Ooh,
All right.
Secret.
Well, it's not really. If you want to know, I'll tell you too. It's
A little
just
secret. No,
it's
I love a
something that's
secret.
really only down to us two.
All right. Desdemona is going to just take a single step forward, and she is going to look directly at Lisey. Her free hand raises up and forms into a point. And under her breath, she just says, "You watch out next time." And she's going to cast True Strike.
Okay. And that's your turn?
Yes! Don't worry. I have a plan.
I'm not worried.
Oh,
Plans are good.
that's
Plans
great.
are good.
Feels like she's trying to like prepare for a massive spell it can't miss or something.
As a legendary action,
Wait,
Lisey
you
is
just
going
have somebody.
to swing down with his axe against Sentinel. That's a miss.
All right.
I got my
like
good
it.
rolls out of the way at the beginning. That's a natural 4 on the die.
Oof.
It's okay, me too.
Sentinel, you're able to sort of release the weight of this massive spiked mace over you as you sort of roll out of the way of this swipe of his axe, as it barely misses you.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Locke, Professor Locke, somebody,
Someone named Locke.
someone named Locke.
I want to shout something in the direction of Lisey.
Okay, I mean that's free. You can do that. Talking is never
Right,
in
so-
action.
I draw my sword, right, and I say, "Willie, let me talk to Emma first."
That's not how this works, Mr. Locke.
All I ask is 5 minutes with her.
The way I see it, you're not exactly in the bargaining position. I don't.
It's not the same.
I remind you that I don't need you. I just need her. And I can get to her so easily through you.
Have it your way. I rush towards him then.
Okay.
Right, can I get there? Oh yeah, easily. Okay, so let's start slashing away.
Let's start slashing away. Slashay and sashay.
I'm just wondering why he wanted us to hear us out if he doesn't actually like, if he just wants to fight us. He just seems like a very unreasonable man.
Make a perception check.
Most supervillains often are.
15.
15. You wonder this to yourself as you are sprinting towards him. You see Octavia standing over the rune of Drieg, her blood trickling down into the grooves of the altar.
Can I roll an Arcana to like get a bit of understanding? Like, I mean, I guess I can tie that to the words on the wall if I want to be smart.
No, I just you know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
This trope's been played out 1,000 times, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm. How much blood do I think the altar wants?
Am I the sacrifice? Oh crap!
Can I roughly gauge how much blood the altar wants? No, that doesn't hit him. I know that doesn't hit him.
Hey, this is actually good because I don't bleed.
Ah.
All right, so a 26, I believe, does hit.
Yes, it does.
Wow.
Nice.
So that's gonna be 9 damage.
Okay. Reach up under his armor, pierce him. Keep going.
And I would like him to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. Oh man, that's probably gonna fail. It's a 12.
Oh yeah, that fails.
Oh no, is he stunned?
Yeah, he's stunned.
You can feel your blade sort of vibrate with a powerful energy as you strike at Lisey. You can tell that any normal being would be stunned, but it seems like he reaches down, deep down to a well of, let's call them resistances that they're not rare, they're not epic. What would you call those kind of resistances?
Legendary, perhaps?
Yes, it seems that that's a good name for it. Let's say he reaches down to a well of maybe like a legendary resistances, and he shrugs off your attack.
That's fine. That's how it works. You gotta wear down legendary. It's like a separate mini game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into it. Okay, that's gonna be my for that turn.
You're all done? Don't you have 2 attacks?
Oh, I rolled 4 times, so only 1 hit.
Oh. Oh.
Oof.
We're
Oh.
all getting our low rolls done just like right away. It's okay. It's okay. This is the plan.
But you know what to do, team. Try to make him roll saving throws.
All right. So with that, your blade is still pierced deep into right under the shining silvery armor that you see before you. As you see the figure in front of you fade away, disappears into dust and starlight. At the beginning of the layer action, Lisey reappears. Let's see. Let me do.
Fancy movement skills.
Lisey reappears over here. As you see, the altar turns a vibrant, roiling green. And you see Lisey, his skin is sort of getting poured over what looks like an inky black liquid, as you see sort of eyes forming all over his body and tentacles begin to sprout out from his back.
Ooh, it's that kind of game.
That kind of thing, yeah.
What a finale.
What a finale. You hear his voice sort of twinned and echoed as it sort of bounces around all walls of this chamber, as well as sort of inside your own head, as he says, "Imagine an empty sky, no stars, no gods, just this." And that's the top of the order. Oh wait, hold on. There is an activation here. I need everybody to make a DC 16 intelligence saving throw.
Where's my intelligence?
I got another natural 20.
Wow.
Which means I rolled higher than you.
Ooh.
That's fine with me.
What did you say the
as
DC
long
was?
as I
16?
pass.
DC 16.
Okay, I rolled 18.
Wow. Octavia?
This is intelligence.
Intelligence. Your forte.
Save.
Intelligence save, yes.
It's 15. I rolled.
Oh, come on!
Wait, are you close enough to Sentinel to get a bonus?
Yep, I was going to say, make sure you're
I don't
adding
think
3
so.
to that.
Well, what's the range on Aura?
Wasn't it 10?
Well,
Yeah.
here's the other thing. I used my Watcher's Will, so you have advantage on Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma saving throws.
Oh,
Isn't that convenient?
Then I roll a 19.
Just for like
Wow.
probably until like the end of this round, because it works for 1 minute, and I started it at the very beginning, so probably after this round we'll say it's over. since we
Honestly,
haven't been
that's
tracking.
something that's very, very strong. This is a good saving throw to have beat. You guys all handily beat it. You feel visions of cloying madness form behind your very eyes as you very quickly shake them off.
that's an old friend for Octavia.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Tuesday for Octavia. That is the top of the order with Sentinel.
Sentinel's gonna move up and attack. That'll be a 22 on the first one, and a 23 on the next one.
Oh,
Nice.
And I'm going to use 2 first level smites on each of those. So give me one moment. That is going to be 4 plus 4 plus 3 is 17. Plus 5 is plus 5. Plus 5 plus 5, that's 27. Plus another 3 is 30. Plus 4d8.
Stop adding numbers.
That's
You asked us to roll out, and there's a pound.
35, 37, 44, and 50 damage.
What?
Oh my god.
And I stare into his eyes, and you see runes with each slash. You see runes just flaring on the blade up my arm all around me. And I look at him and I just say, I am only here for one purpose, and that is you. Do not think that I will be easy. And I deal 50 damage, and I'm going to give myself 1d
Smart.
2d4
That's very
damage
smart.
reductions. Yeah, I'm going to give myself the damage reduction this time.
I am here to protect humans and kick ass, and I
am all out of humans. Yeah.
It's so dumb.
Shit, that's way better. Rewind it. Yeah, that's way better.
Okay.
Way better. Yeah. Total. Canon.
Puppet of the gods, you will be the first to go. He points to Desdemona. Desdemona, make a wisdom saving throw.
What?
with advantage.
With advantage. Oh yeah. Oh man.
And you're within range of me, so add an extra 3 to that.
Oh my
too.
god, this guy's all about saving throws. This
What's
version
the
of him
range
is
on the saving throw thing? I think it's only like 10 feet.
That's why she should be within 10 feet. Sorry.
Oh.
Perfect.
Oh. Boy, I am a
Let me
generous.
check. I think he's right though. No, I think he's right. I think it is 10 feet, which means
What a move.
Yeah. Let me
Okay, so
You still have
No,
advantage.
I'm not going to game the system. Yeah, it is only within 10 feet.
You still
So
have
it-
advantage.
just advantage. Wisdom's. What is my? Ooh, okay.
Quick, Desdemona, take one step forward.
Okay. 15.
16. That's a DC.
Oh. Okay.
Desdemona, your eyes go black as you reach for your crossbow, aim it steadily at Sentinel.
No.
Hey, you have true strike.
Make an attack roll for me.
You have advantage. How
You have
awesome.
advantage. What a
No,
good thing for
oh,
rogues to have.
How does True Strike work?
No, True Strike only works against the enemy that I cast it on.
Right.
Oh.
So it's
Ha
not on Sentinel.
Hold on. What are the advantage of rogues? What are the rules on rogues getting advantage? Isn't it if
You don't get advantage, but you can sneak attack. If
Sneak
Yeah,
attack
sneak
if
attack.
the
And it's optional, I believe.
no, you're sneak
Yeah.
attacking. You were sneaking that attack. Don't deny me.
Damn.
wait.
You're
Well,
you're sneaking an attack. You're sneaking an attack. Don't.
Wait, no. If I'm the enemy, I am not adjacent to her ally.
What?
Sneak attack only works if your enemy is adjacent to one of your allies.
For this, while she is controlled, while she is in the grips of this
All
thrall,
right. Yeah. Had
They'll
to give
say
it a
it's an
shot.
ally.
Come on. Had to give
I
it a shot.
appreciate you guys. I'm getting my sneaky sneak attack, and I don't think
You
that's
are.
wrong. I don't think that makes me the bad guy in this
No,
case.
it doesn't, but we're still going to try and make our
you don't
argument.
Give me
even,
that
you don't
sneaky
even do
sneak
anything.
attack.
If
Well,
an
you know
enemy-
what? You said just to. I'm rolling to hit, correct? I'm not rolling damage on anything. I'm rolling just to hit, right?
What? Explain.
Because
the
I rolled a
difference to me.
5,
Yes! I'm safe.
but technically
Oh my
I do
God,
have
I'm
plus
so sweaty.
9 to hit, but that still
No.
does not hit. That's
No.
not.
My God.
Nice. Thank you, Desmond.
All right,
But
you know,
also,
fuck
Alex,
it.
what is D&D without rules lawyering? Come on.
I mean, you want rules lawyering.
You
sneak
hear
attack works if the
in-
target has an
Hold on.
enemy of itself.
You hear in the back of your head, Desdemona. I had a dream. You struck him down. That's now a 13.
Ooh, but that's good. That's his second time
That's
using
second.
that.
That's true.
That's
You did force me to
That's
learn
second.
important before combat.
Yeah,
which-
that's important. 13 plus 9. Oh, yeah, that's absolutely going to hit.
Alright, you're gonna not like this then.
Yeah, so
I'm
sneak
sure I
attack
won't.
works as
That's
long as
fine.
the target has an enemy of itself next to it. It doesn't actually say an ally of the rogue.
Oh, that's
Okay. Damn.
That makes sense because if it's like a melee, like a brawl, then you should be able to.
Yeah. As long as you're distracted, that does make sense.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Now I gotta
Let's
roll
see
the
what
sneak
happens.
attack. 1, 2. Ooh, how many was it? Was it? Ooh, 40.
Should be a lot of d6s.
4d6. Okay. All right, here we go. Math time.
Uh-oh.
So 10, 14, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 27 points of damage.
Okay.
Uh,
Whew. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I
and
mean,
then you feel your
It
madness,
hurts, but I'm still conscious.
fade from you, Desdemona.
I'm at 18.
Good to know. Octavia.
That was mean.
You burned a portent roll. That's
I know,
good.
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty huge. That is pretty huge. Okay, first things first. 2 of the ants are going to shoot off towards him.
All right, a bit less dexterous in this form.
Yep, dex save.
Fail. Fail.
legendary resistance.
Nope.
Oh come on!
on what? On 2d6 damage? No.
Exactly.
That's 13.
13. Octavia, you see for a brief moment this form sort of surrounding the soft, fleshy body underneath shimmer and sort of shake.
Oh,
as if
sorry.
it's...
1 second. I apologize. I'm rolling 2d4 to reduce some damage on that last hit. Keep going. I just want to make it known.
Sure.
Let you know.
You did it.
Sorry.
Yeah. You see his form shimmer and shake as if he's sort of losing his grip on it a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to. This is gonna bolster me, especially because he hurt me recently. And I'm gonna grip my shield extra hard, especially because I have blood coming down my arm from where he hit me, and I'm gonna sort of push the shield forward, and that same energy, except the shield, the ghost version of the shield that comes out, is a lot larger, and many more are coming out. And before you roll, the reason why I was bolstered was because I also had a dream.
Oh, is this a nat 20?
No. It would have been a dexterity save, but I'm using a portent roll.
What is my dexterity save now?
It is now a 5.
Woof.
Nice.
And I just remember from this dream blood rolling down my arm and just all of these phantom shields just shooting out towards him. I'm gonna roll this on the on roll 20.
Okay.
It is vitriolic spear, which is 10d4.
I explained.
Wow.
And it is also then 5d4 next turn.
Oof.
So
Almost makes
Let's see some fours.
resistance.
so it's roll 10 d4.
Legendary resistance. I think that seems smart. Remind me. Does that mean that I take half damage here? When I would normally take full?
Yes.
All right. Hold on. Let me look at this chat real quick.
No, don't look at my rolls,
What? Why can't I look at your rolls?
because you will have had to decide whether you made the save or not.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen the rolls. I do want to make the save. I want to legendary resist this.
I mean, I'm assuming that's how it works, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you have to decide whether or not you use your legendary
Generally, yes.
resistance
I think so. I think you're right.
before?
All right. Let's look at the damage. 20, 23. Ah, you. Nah,
And then 14 for the next turn.
Wow.
Nice.
Look at those threes.
I was gonna say that is like horrible rolling.
I mean, the first one was not great. The second one's pretty
Yeah,
good.
the second one's
Second one's
nice.
okay, yeah.
Okay, so describe to me what this vitriolic spear looks like.
So normally speaking, sort of one sort of phantom shield comes out, and it's full of brambles. The shield is full of brambles, so it's basically just like this knot of thorns, but like green in ghost form that sort of shoots and bounces around. But this time, basically 10 just shoot out and slam into him.
Yeah, you feel the room shake with a horrible guttural scream. As you can tell, Lisey is barely holding onto this form. As a legendary action, he is going to whip out a tendril against Sentinel. Natural 20.
Ooh, I'm going down.
Boo!
Oh,
Okay.
and I also have to roll. Sorry. I'm good. I saved.
Nice. Good.
All right.
All right, let's get that damage.
Let's get that damage. All right.
Ike. Goodbye, cruel world.
So it is going to be. Where are my? There you are. Okay, the roll was bad, but it's going to be 28 damage in total.
Okay. I am indeed unconscious.
Oh my god.
Pew, 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 pew. What's the Windows powering off sound?
How much damage was that?
Yeah. Da-da-da-da.
How much damage was that?
28.
I might have done my math wrong, but it was in your favor, so.
It doesn't matter. 0-0.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was going to say, unless there's a huge difference in the amount, I was going to be down anyway.
And then at the start of his turn, he's going to take an additional 7 damage, correct?
Yes. Actually, no, because he saved, right?
Right.
Which would mean 0 for the follow-up turn.
Ah, very nice. Oh, wow. Whew.
Yeah, if you save, it's half on the initial damage, and then no damage on the follow-up one.
Darn.
This is getting real sweaty for the old Ugal form. All right, so for his turn.
Oh, he is in the Ugal constellation. Nice.
Yeah.
The insatiable knight.
The insatiable knight, indeed. So for Lisey's turn, first of all, he is going to make once again. Everybody needs to make a DC 16 intelligence saving throw. Sentinel, you are excluded from this.
Easy.
Okay. Intelligence. Oh, thank God. 20.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Octavia should have like +8 to this, right?
Yeah, you should have a beefy intelligence saving throw.
I don't,
Really?
really.
You're
a wizard.
Yes, but I'm also very, like, on the religious side of things,
First level cleric.
right? So, table talk wise, my stats are kind of split between intelligence and wisdom.
Okay, so we got save, fail. Is that what I'm hearing?
17 for me.
Pass.
Nice.
Desdemona
20.
and Avery passed, right?
19, yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe having this guy be all about saving throws is not the best idea.
Oh, it depends on the saving throw.
And then to end his turn, he is going to take one tentacle and just lash across Sentinel's body.
Ooh, okay. 2 death saves?
2 death saves. You see Sentinel's stone body begin to crack and crumble beneath the massive weight of this lashing tendril.
What do?
Because
Isn't
when
he
you take
down? Isn't it an
damage-
automatic?
It's an
Yeah,
automatic
when you
crit.
take damage when you're done. You take, yeah. The automatic crit doesn't matter so much because he's not going to get me down to beyond my negative, but yeah, the 2 death saves.
What would it be beyond your negative?
What's up?
I would need to do
Like,
like what,
if
75
you-
damage
if
in one
you-
turn?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's mathematically impossible.
that's what. Well, not that I would know that, but right. If
Right,
so,
right.
I'm not worried about the 1-shot kill. It's just the 2 death saves.
Desdemona.
Oh my god. Okay.
Listen, you have advantage this time.
Yes, I do. So, after hearing what Lissay described as his plan to get Emma to the point where he needed her to be and experiencing, hardship and grief and struggling, and just that resonated deeply with Desdemona on that front. So she's already enraged by that truth. And to see Lissay obliterating Sentinel before his feet, she just breathes out. She raises the wretched crow and closes one eye and shoots, and is going to be using my sharpshooter feat. So going to be giving myself a -5 to attack, but with advantage.
And with a
Maybe
plus
have a
5.
sporting chance.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. You know what? I'm going to change my dice up here because I didn't like that other one. First roll was a 3.
Uh-oh.
Yes! Okay, this one is a 15 plus 4. 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Ah!
Let's go to town.
Nice. So what's the damage?
Start rolling some dice.
Yeah, wait,
Oh,
so we
don't go to
already
town.
have...
Wait, so it's maximum plus a
home.
roll, right? Is that how you do? Alex?
She didn't
maximum
crit.
roll?
She
I didn't crit.
Oh, right.
It was
sorry.
just 19.
Yeah.
But that is
Um,
how crit works, yes.
So we have 12 damage to start, and this is something that I actually forgot to do last time when I introduced the weapon, but I also get an extra 2d4 poison damage on a hit. So
He is actually immune to poison damage in this form.
sure, great.
Ooh.
All right, not gonna bother
Of course he
rolling
is.
that then.
Nice.
So 12 damage for right now, but because advantage, oh, sorry, and then plus 10 for sharpshooter. Got
Oof.
that. So 22 damage. And now we got sneak attack damage. So
Oh, look at how much fun she's having. This is worth it,
So
you guys.
happy. Yeah,
so
so happy.
This is absolutely worth it.
Those are
You
the
like
best
rolling
parts.
dice.
Oh, sorry.
You like rolling dice, play a rogue.
one of those is a 6, so that's great to see.
Good. That's
So what did I say? 22, so 28, 29, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 points of damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Your crossbow bolt sails through the air, pierces right through the black slimy carapace above, as you hear a guttural howl that turns into just a regular man's scream. As the visage fades from him, and you see Lissay sort of just panting, crossbow bolt in his chest. It is Mr. Locke's turn.
Question, and this is a big one. Do I think, conceivably, not even for sure, but potentially, do I think we could figure out the ritual without him?
I mean, yeah, you guys are smart, worldly. I think that just so I am as clear with you as possible, I do believe that I have given you as much information as you need to do this. I think that all the cards are there. I think that you have everything you need to sort of piece together what needs to happen in order for this ritual to come through.
Okay.
But I can also nudge you in a certain direction if you make certain checks. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so I run up. I walk up to him again, spinning my rapier threateningly. And again, I say, all I want is to talk to Emma. and wait for a response from him. Does he respond to that?
He said, all I want to do is talk to Emma.
That's what I say. You don't want me. You said you don't want us as enemies. Make a step here.
You think you've got me where you want me. I'm not done, Mr. Locke.
Suit yourself. I don't think a 14 hits. Damn, I'm rolling so bad.
14 does hit.
What? Oh.
Change forms.
He is just a man right now. He's just a weakened man. 14 hits.
Okay. Fantastic. So that's a stab for 6 damage, but he gets to roll a Constitution save.
That is going to be a 17.
That hits. Oh, that succeeds. All right, does a 20 hits?
Okay. Now you're gloating. I get it.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so that's 10 damage, and he gets to roll again.
Oh. Oh, fail.
You want to use the last legendary resistance?
I do.
Nice.
Yeah, he holds your
Gotta
rapier
get
and
those
grits his teeth.
And, while we're doing that, I also hold my hand above Sentinel's body and shoot some green light with hit points in it.
Some of that good green healing juice.
Good green healing juice. You get 8 points.
All right. Make sure you keep track that your maximum saving throws is down by 1.
Gotcha.
So he's back to 0 saves, but 2 kills in this time.
And since we're wrapping things up, let's make it interesting. Sentinel, you see large cracks over your body.
Sure.
Your AC is permanently reduced by 1. Cool.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. My AC is now 18.
How much health did you get? Or you just at 0?
I got 8, I believe I was told.
Mm-hmm. So you're at 8.
I'm at 8.
Does that finish this round?
That's my turn.
Okay. Then top of the order. Oh, come on. All right. You're going to see him shift around. And he's going to... The entire altar is going to be enveloped in a dark shadow.
Oh no, that's the abomination, isn't it?
Before all the shadows disperse, you see a long, gaunt, horrifying figure. Pale skin, long white hair, horrifying, wretched claws. And he's going to stand at his full horrifying height. You see his long, skinny body, proportions wild and unimaginable. And he's going to say, "This is so like mortals, to rage against their fate. Never again." All right, something very, very... something is going to happen right now. What you want...
Teacher.
Yes.
Teacher. Later actions happen on initiative 20.
Layer actions happen on initiative 20. I did that last time and I got corrected by one.
You can ignore that, obviously. You're the DM. I just want to be like, technically. Actually.
This is how I interpret it to work as well. But you know what? It makes sense that they happen at the beginning of initiative every time.
Let's go then.
All right. So what you want? Let me go ahead and look at you. Look at your beautiful faces in Discord. Perfect. 1 is Avery. 2 is Desdemona. 3 is Sentinel. 4 is Octavia. I'm going to say that you want Desdemona. Okay?
What?
Roll in public, coward.
I'll roll public. I'll roll. I'm not afraid of you. Excuse me.
Wait, what's happening? I'm not following.
Oh.
No.
Okay, that's Sentinel, I believe.
All right, Sentinel, make a dexterity saving throw. You see the endless sky above you. That was normally a ceiling. That is an endless abyss and expanse with crackling red energy. Begin
Goodbye
to well
again, cruel world.
You need to get a 16 here.
I did not get a 16.
Sentinel.
You had your charisma.
Sentinel, my dear friend. I am so sorry to have picked on you. You are going to take...
Oh, that's all right. I did, what, almost 90 damage? I'm happy. It's cool.
I want you to
fine.
I want you to be able to play this game, but also fuck you. Fuck you for being a paladin.
Yeah, that is perfectly reasonable.
You are going to take D100 damage.
Ooh. I actually think I like that. I'm down. Sure.
Is this real?
All right.
Could be one.
So you legit could straight up die. here,
I could
like-
straight up
Yeah.
kill
Absolutely.
you. If I roll
Right?
high, I kill you. Just
If
outright.
you roll, hold on, let's set the number, right? So my HP is currently at 8 and my max is 74. So if
Yeah,
you
we
do
rolled this.
more than 82, no, sorry.
82, yeah.
Yeah. 82 damage, then I am straight up dead. 82 or higher.
All right. What do you want first? 10s or 1s?
Oh, roll them both at the same time, you coward.
Do you want this in chat as well?
Yeah, just roll 20. We're not.
I mean, I
scared.
trust you. Honestly, I actually love this mechanic more than I thought I would.
He rolled a 94.
I rolled a 94.
Goodbye, everybody. It's been fun.
Hi, David.
That's amazing. Hold on, wait, get ready for it.
No!
Bleh.
Oh, I've killed I'm the only one who's died. Is David twice.
Twice.
Wow.
Worth it. I'll take it. I'm still gonna stay here so I can commentate and bother you all.
Okay.
I wish I had a filter so I could make my camera black and white, but I don't know how to do that.
Lasey looks to you. He says what he said before. So like mortals to rage against their fate. Die.
He wasn't even mortal!
Puppet of the gods. A massive
That was a
crackling bolt
statue.
of chaotic entropy magic strikes down on your body, shattering your body to hundreds of pieces. You feel your consciousness disseminate once again into the world as you find yourself in a very familiar, very divine place. You don't have a body, but you got something. You've got a will. You've got a spirit. Augur. All right. That is...
I will never forget you. Memory deleted.
I also am currently
Seemed
watching
like-
Trauma
seemed like
Season 4.
It seemed like the best moment, or the best quote for that.
Augur, it is your turn.
What?
Augur.
What?
Ooh.
You get to do stuff?
Celestial.
So where am I?
You're
I
sorta
guess
everywhere. You're
Ooh.
around.
Ooh, cool. I want to haunt Lasey.
You get the distinct
Yes.
feeling you cannot haunt. You're not a ghost.
Oh.
Okay. Oh.
You are
Um,
a shard of celestial energy, and you are in a powerful state of a place of pure celestial magic.
Strike me down, Darth, and I will become more powerful.
Can I would like to try and fuck with the altar somehow.
Okay.
This soul has already been tied to 2 different physical things. I'd like to try and fuck with the altar.
Which
Let's try
constellation?
and make this ritual impossible. Say that again?
Which constellation would you like to fuck with?
Can you go through other people so I can actually look at the different
Yes.
constellations? And that's or actually, hold on. No.
Wait,
I am
what?
going to go with Ulcana the. Huh?
Attack Saru.
I
That's
I think I'm gonna do Ulcana the judge. See how see what they feel. See if what is happening now feels right or just or unjust. As far as the ritual goes, the altar.
Okay. Make a DC 20 religion check at a +7.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Let's see. That's an 18 plus 7 is 25.
Wow.
This is really, Alex, serious. Did you come up with the idea that if Sentry or Sentinel dies, this is going to happen, or was this off the fly? I gotta know.
I'll never tell.
Oh,
Ooh,
boo.
I love it though.
No,
'cause
no.
this is
See,
great.
unlike David, some DMs don't reveal immediate plan for.
You cut out for most of the end of it, but sure.
I'm saying, unlike David, some DMs don't immediately reveal when they plan for something.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love revealing when I don't plan for shit.
Sorry,
Just and unjust
headphones
is
got tangled in
a
my chair.
strange, nebulous thing as it changes and shifts depending on your perspective. You look to Lissay and he feels righteous and just in what he is doing. You look to Monsieur, he feels that he has backed the right horse. He believes in Lissay thoroughly. You see your former comrades and they... How are you guys feeling? Let's go down the line. Let's start with Avery Locke. Do you feel as if your actions currently are justified?
I mean, without going into context, I'd say yes.
Okay.
Like, it's complicated, but yes.
Desdemona?
I'm feeling like you're looking for a yes/no answer, right?
Yes, no answer, pretty much.
Could the scales not be like middle and not one way and the other?
Absolutely.
I would say in this moment, what Desdemona is doing, she feels is right and just and true.
And Octavia.
Same. Octavia believes this to be the right course of action.
Okay.
You feel within yourself, as the augur, as somebody who is tied to the very stars themselves, you feel as if disrupting the natural order of the celestial beings is tantamount to heresy. But people change, viewpoints shift. Is there anything else that you would like to know from Alkama?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, feel good about that interaction?
Yep. I know where I'm going next.
Okay. I'm not going to take legendary actions on Augur's turn because Augur isn't really super affecting the battle at this point. So I'm going to go right down to Octavia.
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted with everything that I was gonna do a cure wounds, and that's clearly not an option anymore.
I thought about doing that also at certain points, but for the amount of damage that's being done, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? It's worth it to bring people up to make him use more actions to take him back down, but like, it's not gonna be the difference between conscious and unconscious.
First things first, there are only two more eyes that are spinning around Octavia, and both of them shoot off.
Okay, Dex save number 1, that is going to be a 17. Dex save number 2
Half,
is going to be a 19.
both a pass, so half. Right?
Half?
Yeah. Half. Yeah. Ooh, nice. Oh, that's so unfortunate that you passed.
Oh.
That would be 19 halved.
Oh yeah, you're rolling hot in your d6s today.
Yeah. The 6s are going well. The 4s not so much. And that is it for the eyes. They've all gone away at this point. And I am going to just sort of scratch the eye, and sort of I can feel that there's sort of a little bit of dried blood there, and so I'm just going to sort of rub off the dried blood. And
What is your insanity counter at right now, at the moment?
The DC?
Mm-hmm.
Is at 5.
At 5, okay.
Yeah. I rolled really low for upping those, which was
Good.
handy. So I'm healing myself.
Okay.
Which is Cure Wounds, 1d8. And I rolled an 8. That would be 11. And then I'm going to roll my Insanity. That is a pass, and so that is the end of my turn.
Okay, fantastic. As a legendary action, you're going to see Lissay take one of his sickly claws. He's going to swipe out at Desdemona.
Does he got reach?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
He easily has reach with his gangly, horrifying arms. My friends, that is a 2 on the dice. A 2.
UTS.
Yes.
You can tell that Lissay is beginning to lose a little bit of vigor as he swipes wide. Desdemona are easily able to duck out of the way. But that was just the first of many to come, Desdemona.
Oh no.
The second is going to be a 22. The third is a nat 20.
Oh shit.
Oh!
The fourth,
Um.
that is a 24.
What are you
Can I do anything?
I rolled, I think, a 14, a 20, and an 18.
Yes, you can do anything. You can
Like
uncanny
evasion?
dodge the critical hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can?
Uh-huh.
Yes, you have a feature called uncanny dodge. It allows you as a reaction
Amazing.
to half the damage from a single attack.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I never remembered to use it either on my rogue
Yeah.
character.
Okay, so no, the critical is nullified, is that right?
Never.
Just half on that.
Oh, the critical is halved.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is math. Okay, let me do the critical first.
Oh, okay.
Just actually no, I'll do it in order as they happen. So the first one is going to be that one's not bad at all. It's going to be a 15 on the first one.
Okay.
The critical is going to be 31 halved.
Nice.
I just had a fucking heart attack. So what is that? Another 15?
Another 15. Rounded in your favor as always.
Oh god.
Last one.
This could kill me.
What are you at?
15.
All right.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna slow roll these dice, okay? 4. 8. It's gonna be 18 damage.
Oh my god. This is it. It's been fun, everybody. It's been an honor dying by your side.
Okay.
Twice.
Totally gonna party wipe.
Alright.
Oh man.
Desdemona's down. Can I look over in just the split second that I still have consciousness over to Calvin? Just try to make eye contact with him.
Make a perception check. This asking you to make a perception check is just, see the things you want to see, of course.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really more formality.
Do I truly have to roll if I have 19 passive perception? Or I don't care, I'll roll.
Just humor me, please.
12 plus what is my plus 9? 21. Let's go. What am I seeing?
You see Calvin looks heartbroken, but
Oh.
still resolved.
Ooh. Oof.
All right,
That's all I got then.
Desdemona,
Yeah.
make a death saving throw.
Mm-hmm. 12.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! As a legendary action,
No! Don't you do this to me, please.
he's gonna rake at your unconscious body. More blood spills out of you and onto the altar. Take 2 death saving throws.
This is my favorite kind of villain. I love it. D&D needs more villains who are willing to actually kill people. That's my opinion.
That is one Avery lock.
I want to look over at the altar. How does it seem to be doing blood-wise?
You can see at this point the altar is thrumming with blood magics.
Does it feel like it really needs more?
Make a religion arcana something. Do dice, please.
14.
You could tell that it could use more. Yes.
That's actually not what I wanted to hear, but okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, you got blood. You got a lot of blood right there, bud. You got a sharp thing. You got blood. You could feed the altar.
It's true. It's true. If I were to put a number on it, between 1 and 100.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Here's what I will say. Okay.
Okay.
I will allow you to deal as much damage to yourself as you want. But I'm not going to tell you the threshold you need to meet.
That's not what I want to do, but good to know. Remind me, the token, what form does it take?
The token?
Mm-hmm.
What token?
The token that Rowan gave me to summon a heavy hitter with.
Oh, it's a sort of fractured, crumbly crystal. You can sell it sort of like pulsating with raw ethereal energy. That'll open up
Is
a
it like an object interaction, a bonus action? What kind of thing?
object interaction. You can always do this.
Oh, perfect. I'm going to throw it on the ground and step on it as I walk to, let's say.
You see wind swirl around the edges of the altar as one... Oh, man. Hold on.
And I want Emma to appear, like, I want to crush it, like, relatively close to Desdemona. I want Emma to see Desdemona.
Give me 1 second.
Need a token.
Yeah, I forgot to make a token for Emma. Should have made a token for Emma. I biffed it. I beefed it. I boffed it. Don't really have one either. Okay, we're just gonna... Little anticlimactic. I'm sorry.
Actually, I have to go pee, so.
Oh, perfect.
This is
Then
good. Yeah.
I guess we'll take a quick bathroom break.
Oh, it's ready already. Ah, damn it.
now you can take a quick bathroom break if you absolutely need to pee.
I do. I'll be back in like two minutes.
Anybody else need to pee?
Jude, just get your character killed, and then you can pee as often as you want.
This is true. What David is experiencing right now, pure freedom.
Oh,
It's amazing. Oh, look at me. I'm so free.
I will be back. I'm going to go scream in my hall right now. This is what you do to me, man. I hope you're happy.
Always. This is the happiest I've ever been. I cannot attain happiness the normal way. I do it by sort of torturing you and or small animals.
But you're not torturing. This is too fun to be tortured. This is great. I'm excited to see what Guy actually has in store. Whether he is going to turn the ritual to his own purposes, or if he's just putting on a show for show's sake, and then he's going to wind up just being a good guy, or what it is. Because he's obviously trying to lead us one way or another. So I'm excited to see what actually happens with that.
I mean, everything's about to shake out.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'm so excited.
So can I ask you, well, so I'm still streaming, so if this is spoilers, never mind, but is this progressing faster or slower than you thought? Because I know you were still saying, like, this might be the finale, it might not be.
Oh, so, how do I...
If you don't want to say, you don't have to say, I'm just curious.
So the not finale route would be We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
This is so far. I mean, depending on how things shake out from here, is really the teller, right? This will let us know whether we're
Right.
still stories to tell.
What happens? Yeah. No, that makes sense. I'm like furiously looking at all the different gods to see if there's one that would be what I want.
Hola.
Hola.
Hello.
Oh, things are happening, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, they are.
Oh boy.
I was saying,
Let's
I'm excited to
let's
see.
just jump right back
Oh,
into it. Let's
Yep.
jump right back into
Yeah.
it for sure.
Okay, so I want to get a sense of how Emma's reacting right now, like right before I start doing other things.
You see Emma step, sort of float forward, and you can feel her rage is palpable. You see, it's just on sight. As soon as she steps through, she sort of absorbs the information passively of what's happening here, and then she just darts over to Lissay and sort of grabs him by the throat and holds him up in the air as you feel just sort of waves of energy pulsing out and sort of burning Lissay before him. You made me into a monster. Now I will show you how monstrous I can be. What are you doing, Avery Locke? I'm gonna make some rolls here while you tell me. Real quick before you decide.
Yep.
You see Lissay is just wreathed in aether fire. His form sort of shimmers and falls off, and he's just a man in her claws, sort of writhing around.
That's a yikes. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna attack him.
You're going to attack him?
Yep.
Okay, do it at advantage.
Right, 22 to hit.
Indeed hits.
That's 8 damage.
All right.
19.
Hits.
12 damage.
Lissay is looking bloodied.
I don't love hearing that word because it means we're only at half. I got a crit. Crit.
You know how crits work?
Yep. So it's 15 damage.
Wow. You are
That's
skewering
35.
him. 35 total? Yes.
With the last of my spiritual strength, I'm gonna get Desdemona back into the world of the conscious.
All right, Desdemona, make sure you mark off one death saving throw.
You have 8 hit points.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
like, as I give her the, green light that restores her consciousness, I say, stay down.
Interesting.
Don't die.
You are going to hear Lissay is obviously being choked, and you're going to hear him sort of spit out, Lavender! Lavender! As Monsieur uses prepared action to Misty Step over to you,
Ooh.
and he is going to attempt to plant his dagger deep inside of you.
Why couldn't he throw a dagger at me instead? That would have been more fun for me.
So the first one's going to be a 27 to hit.
do you mean the first one? When you prepare an action, you can only attack once.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, actually.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. That is
I mean, that hits. Obviously.
obviously, obviously. Okay, that's actually not as bad as it could be. It's gonna be 17 damage.
Cool.
You're
Oh,
going to
Alec.
see. Oh, go ahead.
Quick thing. Your YouTube stream is frozen.
Frozen.
Yes.
Just let it
Just
go.
informed by a viewer.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This should be better. I did the thing. Sorry, guys.
It's frozen, you say.
Unfrozen.
Yeah.
Unfrozen. It's fixed now. You're going to see Monsieur sort of teleport over to you, and he's got like a sort of like a dirk-like dagger, and he's going to take it and just sort of litter you with cuts as.
Damn it, Calvin! I'm not trying to stop you.
And I
trying
am
to
not
stop
trying to
you.
kill you. You hear a voice reverberate in your head.
Don't you have your own blood? Worth asking.
It's always worth asking. And you're going to see. I'm going to make a roll here. One more roll. You're going to see. Let's say Shakely take the coin that's in his hand and has been this entire time. Put it between his finger and his thumb,
Oh shit.
and he is going to crack it. You see Lassay burn away in front of you. His essence, his being, his everything is evaporated as it flows entirely into Emma's body. You're going to see Monsieur take his blade, drag it up his wrist, and he's going to spill further blood onto the altar.
Can I try to stop him? Can any of us try to stop any kind of reaction?
Sure. Anybody at this point can take a reaction if you'd like.
Oh boy.
I would say everyone but Avery. I feel like Avery was already super involved with this as is.
Okay, so just to clarify, Lassay had the coin, broke the coin. In doing so, his essence basically disappeared and went into Emma's.
Yes. He just...
Then Monsieur slit himself to spill more blood onto the floor, onto the altar.
Correct.
Oh god.
That was his
And
plan.
Desdemona is up. Desdemona has how many health points? Hit points?
I have 8 HP. I'm still technically prone on the ground. God. All right, I'm going to try this at least. Desdemona, in regaining consciousness and seeing chaos in front of her, just happens to look up and glance over to Calvin, who's over her or near her at least, and beginning to cut himself. She is going to reach out her hand and try to grasp onto his ankle and look up to him and say, "Please don't hurt yourself. Don't you know me?" And I'm going to cast Charm Person.
Oh. Okay, it's a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
That's going to be a 14 on the die.
15.
Ooh!
I mean, he's got wisdom bonuses. It's a 14 on the die.
Dang it.
Poop.
I'm so sad.
I mean, unless we want to do like... Oh man, we're frozen again, aren't we? Sorry. Unless we want to do like some important shenanigans.
I mean, I know what I want to do, but apparently I don't get to.
Okay, well, let's talk about
I
it.
think you like it, but we'll see what happens.
I have something that I'd like to shout out.
You can shout out anything.
I'm gonna yell, Emma, it's a trap. You don't know. They're trying to turn you into God, but this world isn't ready to wipe all its gods out. This world isn't ready for some unknown. You have to leave this place. Leave the ritual before it's too late.
You see Emma is already sort of on her hands and knees and sort of just like clutching at her chest. And she's just muttering to herself again and again and again. And she looks up to you and goes, I'm scared. Avery.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Question. Does it look like... So there's an altar in the middle of the room, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like positively vibrating with blood magic.
Yes.
Does it look like it's waiting for Emma to like touch it or something?
No, it looks like we're... make an Arcana check.
With advantage, right?
You know what? Season finale. I'll give you a point of inspiration.
Yeah, inspiration. Let's go. What do I get with a 10, let's say?
Aww.
All right. With the 10, this is Arcana or History?
Arcana.
Arcana. You know those runes on the altar are pretty serious stuff magic-wise. Arcovians were not one for half measures. Blood is good, but a life is better.
But no, sorry, maybe I didn't phrase my question right.
Sure.
Does the altar, like... Does the ritual, does it require Emma to, like, physically touch the altar in order to use her for the ritual and ascend her into a godhood?
You can tell that Emma's already sort of beginning the process of ascension.
Okay, so it doesn't matter where in the room she is.
No, it's just sort of here. The royal here. Augur,
So
do you have
I
any last minute Hail Marys?
I might. I've got two things in mind that kind of revolve around this. The blood that has been spilled. Is it being like absorbed into the altar? Is it just dissolving? Is it disintegrating? Is it...
The blood on the altar is pooling and thrumming, my friend.
It is pooling.
Yes. Sort of, you can see the blood sort of travel, snaking through sort of grooves.
And as
the
the
altar.
blood reaches the altar is like shining more, thrumming with more energy, correct?
Exactly.
I feel like this is almost the less cool sounding thing, but I think this is going to be the more efficient thing. She's going to go over... Altar is going to try and inhabit the constellation of Tsunami and try and wash the blood away.
Okay.
Why is your response always to break everything?
That's why I was brought into this game.
Okay. So
I'm never there to make things easier.
This is going to be
That's not how this
If there's an altar, you mess with it.
This is the same thing. Okay?
Because why wouldn't... What? That's the... Any sane person should mess with an altar when you see one. Come on.
DC 20 religion check, you have a +7 to this roll.
Okay. Nice things should always be broken. Come on. That is a 21 total. 14 on the die.
It doesn't mean things are over. But...
No, absolutely not.
Oof.
I had another thing in mind depending on what was happening, but I was telling Alex during our short break, like, I'm just like looking over all the different constellations.
You gave
like,
him
what am I
time,
doing?
you fools.
What can I do to help? What can I do to help?
You took advantage of Jude's bladder, and you used that time.
And
to
I'd do it again if I had the chance.
Do you want to say anything? Do you want to show me how this happens?
I don't know what I can do. I'm still slightly confused about what I'm allowed to do or not. To be completely honest, like, yes, I would love to.
All right, I will.
Stuff,
I will start, and you tell me when you want to jump in. Okay?
Yeah, that'd be great. Sorry, like I'm kind of confused about my role in this. Still,
Sure.
So,
You pour the essence of your being into the tsunami constellation. A great cresting wave shines with brilliant starlight energy as at one edge of the room, water begins to bubble up and roil into a massive wave.
Okay. As the water begins to rise up, it doesn't take the form of... Or I shouldn't say it doesn't take the form. You can tell that as it roils and rolls, it's almost more peaceful than destructive. And Augur is going to use all of their ability to turn this into a tsunami of cleansing, to wipe away all of the bad and impure things that are just ruining everything. Rather than killing people, rather than destroying things, it's going to just wash everything clean.
Right. Pure celestial waters roil and wash through. As soon as it's about to touch somebody, it sort of bends around you and scoops and sweeps below, washing the blood away with it.
Yes.
Desdemona, are you still grabbing onto Calvin's leg?
You are washed out into the hallway, Desdemona.
I would be, yes.
You see Calvin looks panicked. He looks to you and he says, in your mind, do you want to see our daughter again?
Ooh, that's low. Come on, man.
Oh, shit.
But Desdemona knows better. Desdemona knows better.
Does she?
Does she?
Does she?
Does she?
Oh my god.
I believe.
Man, I've died twice and that's still nothing compared to what Mari's been through. Shit.
Everyone's got their own
I got off
crosses.
easy.
Mari's crosses are emotional manipulation.
Fucking steel I-beams.
Desdemona just... Are his eyes still flaring with the ethereal energy?
Mm-hmm.
They are. Okay. Oh, god damn it. Okay. She looks into Calvin's eyes and she hears his words in her mind and she begins to shake her head and she out loud she says, there's still so much to live for. You have me and I will have you. Whatever you are thinking, don't do it. Please.
My love, the blood's been washed away. We need to compensate. I'm sorry. Takes out his dagger.
No.
Cuts his
what?
own throat.
No, wait. Can I not do anything else?
I'm standing right next to him for the record.
Can I not do anything else?
What?
Also,
would you
didn't
like to
he
do?
already use his reaction?
This is not combat anymore. We're just doing things.
I know.
Get out
Come
of
on,
here.
got a lawyer.
Okay,
That's
as I see this, I kneel next to Emma, okay?
Okay. Oh,
And
first,
she's like,
well,
I mean, it's
let's
gonna take the blood at least a couple seconds.
let's set this up and then we'll bounce back to Desdemona.
Oh my god.
So the tsunami came in and it went through like the whole, and it cleansed all of the blood from like the center and everywhere?
Correct.
Okay. I would probably, if given the chance, would probably also run up to Emma as well.
Okay, the two of you are flanking Emma. You see her just sort of hands and knees on the altar. You can see she's sort of like pulsating with incredible energy. The altar below her is sort of buckling against the might of her aura as it's just... as slow cracks begin to form in the altar. As you are close to her, you see her repeating her name. I am Emma Stacks. Again and again and again and again.
I'm going to look up to Avery and I'm going to say, we need to get her out of here now. We need to get her out of this ritual.
Emma, do you remember Jeremiah?
No response.
Emma, listen to me. No response.
No response.
Is the door open? I mean,
This is,
can we?
the door is not open. You might be able to get it open. It is a large, sort of magically sealed stone slab.
Okay.
You can tell that the Arcovians, when building this place, really do not want rituals to go halfway through.
Okay. I'm gonna lift my left hand, and I'm gonna take the gauntlet off, turn it back into a small black orb,
Okay.
and I'm gonna grab Emma, like push her up so she's on her knees, and put the orb in her hands.
Okay. The orb is in her hands. You can see it's beginning to crack and sort of break underneath her power as it's sort of being condensed down into a pure point of starlight.
Emma, remember Jeremiah. Remember what we're fighting for. We're fighting to protect, to save, to preserve.
I am. She absorbs all of that energy into her body. Desdemona.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
What's up?
You wanted to
Excuse
do
me?
something. I'm giving you that opportunity.
Has he already begun to drag a knife across his neck?
Let's say that you
Or
can.
is he lifting it?
That you can sort of catch him in the moment.
Oh my fucking god. Okay. Can I going back to the moment where Desdemona felt the most emotional, and it was just very recent, very fresh in her mind. She harkens back to when she was back at the Grove and she struck Octavia down with that well of energy and power within her. She wants to tap into that source again. She needs this pure, raw power within her to try and get the weapon away from Calvin. Just stop him. Can I do this?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm throwing you a curveball, man.
Throw me a
This
curveball.
is my last resort.
Cut my life into pieces, why don't you?
Yeah, shut up.
Oh my god.
You didn't even get to complain.
Amazing. No, that was I'm with you on that one, Alex. I hate that I am, but I am.
You tell me what check you want to make for this.
Oh. What did I do? Did I even make a check the last time? I don't even fucking remember.
No, the
I'm
sort of
losing
the
it.
power welled up within you whenever
Probably
Octavia
religious
destroyed your
or
board. You can feel it's there, but you also
My
feel
man's about to destroy himself.
you feel the competing power of Bismiel sort of tampering that energy down in you. That's the bargain you struck. Bismiel is there so she can control it and in essence control you.
I'm not about that life. I'll roll religion.
All right.
16.
I said the DC in my head is a 15.
Hey!
Yes.
It's
Okay.
not much. It isn't. It's subdued. It's weak, but it's enough. You sort of will this power into existence. A small bolt of red energy sort of erupts from your chest, knocks the dagger out of his hand. You see his hand is sort of scorched and burning, but still there.
I would like to cast a spell.
Okay. Cast a spell.
So fucking intense.
Which is probably going to end up proccing his sanity vision, which is scary. We'll see what happens there.
Sanity.
I'm going to cast command on Emma. And so she has to do a wisdom save.
Oh my god.
And the word I'm using is leave. I'm just gonna yell it at her.
I'm going to tell you right now that this sort of magic is not going to really have an effect on her. You still want to do this?
I mean, I said I was going to, so
You can.
yeah.
I like you to have all the information possible. It seems like Emma is in a catatonic state. She is really roiling with an incredibly powerful energy that you can sort of feel it in the pit of your stomach. It's you've approached gods before. You've been in the presence of the three, and this is similar, but somehow more chaotic. It's more wild in a sense. Nothing is controlling this swell of energy.
I won't cast. Instead, I'm just gonna squeeze my eyes shut and say, Dreeg, how do I make her leave? How do I stop this?
Strike her down. I'm gonna cut from you real quick back to Desdemona.
Oh, come on! Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking Jesus. I don't know what else to do. I mean, Calvin is.
Calvin is. You can see Calvin. Calvin is stupefied for a second, but Calvin looks to the ground where his dagger is and starts to go for
fuck.
it.
All right, fine. I'm getting
is
to my
set
feet
in
and I'm
his
gonna
action.
try to. I'm going to try to get to my feet and I'm going to try to. Oh, hold on 2 seconds.
Sure.
Hold on.
Are you walking away? How dare
Really,
you?
David? How's this gonna look in the recording, man?
It's gonna come back and it's gonna be like, well, everything got solved. Everything got resolved. Okay. He's going for that dagger.
Oh, I don't know if it's gonna work. Oh, fuck, I don't have a minute. Fine, fuck it. No, I'm not gonna do that. She's going to just... Can I get up to my feet as fast as possible and try to restrain him?
Definitely. We're gonna make an
Grapple him.
opposed athletics check here.
Yeah, fine.
Or, I guess it's athletics for you, but it's either athletics or acrobatics for me. Is that right?
Yeah. Correct.
Oh, this is gonna be pathetic.
Okay. That.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
That was 17!
That's
I'm not even kidding.
It's a natural 17 on the die?
Yes. And I got no pluses or anything.
Okay, so hold on. My total's a 17.
Status quo.
Status quo?
Status quo.
Isn't it? I'll take your word for it, but I always thought tie goes to the attacker, right?
How about
I
this?
I don't know how that works
It's
with
a
grappling, but
contested.
yeah.
In a contested skill check, it's status quo.
Roll again.
Oh my god.
I'm never gonna roll that high again for athletics. Yeah, see? 11.
Okay, well, hold on. That's gonna be it's gonna be a 15 on my hat.
Fuck my life.
That's a good roll.
Okay.
You dive for him. You grab onto him for a second. You can feel him sort of roiling against you, and while you are holding onto him, while he is thrashing against you, he's saying, "Please, my love, the ritual, it has to take place."
Calvin, you need to snap out of this. Don't
You!
do this. Don't leave me.
The blood is washed away. I must become the spark. That means that I will have never been.
You're still my husband.
The world will be remade. You will have a different husband. Evangeline will be back. It's not perfect, but it is the way. But I fear that even if I give my life, that's not enough. Without the blood, I fear there must be another spark. And it cannot be you, Desdemona. Do you understand me? It cannot be you. When the world is remade, the world needs Desdemona Valmara, someone looking out for the little guy. So if you're not there, I shudder to think.
None of us are hearing this, right?
Right. You sort of hear her outbursts, but he wrests away from you, dives to the dagger, rolls, grabs it. I'm sorry, my love. Drags it across his neck. Blood gushes out. As you see him begin to dwindle away and turn into starlight.
She starts screaming.
Okay, make a persuasion check for me, Avery.
Oh my god.
Do it at advantage. Do it at advantage.
While he is rolling,
I would hope I worked for like 3 books to get to her.
Mari, I'm sorry, I didn't expect that, so my bad.
Good thing there was advantage because one of those was the.
What?
Okay.
Oof.
What was the second one?
Oh, David. I think David's implying he feels guilty because the tsunami. Made
Because
up.
I watched the blood away. I did not expect that the end result of that would then be Chaman's killing himself. So, legit sorry for that one.
It's
That
You might
was-
have done it anyways. Never know.
I don't, but I didn't see that coming, honestly. So, I'm sorry.
It's okay, don't worry.
Okay, so
Just fuels the
15.
fire.
15. You can see a tinge of recognition in her. She is well beyond the point where she can respond or do anything, but you utter Jeremiah's name. You see her head sort of turn a little bit. You see her words sort of stumble upon themselves before restarting at the same canter. You've reached her, you've affected her, whatever little that means. This ritual is happening, Octavia.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Okay.
It's happening. I want to take brief stock of the situation, just real quick. How healthy does everyone around me look?
Desdemona's fucked.
Almost dead.
Almost then, and maybe emotionally wrecked as well.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
I'm gone. So gone.
I think Octavia is pretty healthy, as well as you.
I mean, I'm like considering my normal health. Yes, I am healthy.
Okay, so we got that.
All right, I stab myself.
You stab yourself where?
Slice my arm open for, let's say, you say I can choose how many hit points to take off, right?
Right.
Let's say 44 hit points.
What is happening?
You didn't see. He's been telegraphing this whole episode. How did you not see this coming? Come on.
What is happening?
Avery, you didn't do much, but you have given
I'm gonna
some
slit
of
on
your
his throat.
essence. Ah! She's gonna.
What are you gonna do?
What
was
are you
that?
doing?
I'm gonna run up. I'm right next to her. I'm gonna attack Emma.
Oh,
You're going to attack Emma. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
don't do it! I shout, not expecting her to listen.
Make an attack roll with advantage.
Sorry, I don't know if you were finished with Avery stuff, but that was my response to Avery stuff.
No, that's completely reasonable. Avery just like, when he's like dropping to his knees. He still has a hit point, by the way. But
Oh my god.
I'm attacking. I'm doing an attack. I'm doing a spell.
can she really be worse than Dreeg? That's it, now I'm done.
Can I choose to do a spell, or should I just do an attack? What?
Okay. So I'm going to tell you that This may just cut through the tension, but you can tell that Emma has absorbed so much power that she would be incredibly hard to kill. You can disrupt what is going on fairly well by landing a... So by draining his blood, Avery, in technical terms, has lowered the DC. By attacking her, by disrupting this ritual, you will raise the DC.
DC for what?
For her to ascend.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay. So what do I attack though? Because I normally do spells, right? Like, is it a spell attack that I'm doing?
The more damage you do, the more I will affect this DC.
So I can choose a spell,
Sure.
but that's not an attack. Or like technical terms.
Oh, and technical schmechnical, just do what you want.
We've been done with technical 3 episodes ago.
Honestly, we're done with technical like episode 2.
I am just with all the words that are flowing about, and especially from almost the impression that I get from Drieg, I just see essentially a rumor of what could be. And so I will cast what is essentially rumor in the Grim Dawn world, which is Mind Spike in D&D world. And I'm going to do it at 1 level higher.
Okay. What do I need to do?
So I think that is, you have to do a wisdom save. And I roll 4d8. I think I just had that.
That is a 13 on the die. She gets a +4 to this. So that's a pass in the save. But you're still going to do a fair amount of damage.
Yeah, it's half damage on a success. 4d8. Ooh. 19.
Is that halved or?
No, that's not half.
Okay, so 10 damage. I had set in my head that every 10 points of damage, you would raise the DC by 1. You feel your mind spike sort of slide into her ear, behind her neck. She screams in pain as she returns, and she sort of lashes out back at you. Take 33 points of damage.
There is something I'd like to do as Augur at some point.
Okay, you just want to fuck some shit up. You want to ruin my plans?
I'm waiting. Whenever I'm in no rush. I want to let everybody do their thing. I just want to mention.
Okay. Is there anyone else who has a thing in the real, physical, tangible world?
David, I think he was asking a question.
No, I was asking
people,
all of you.
You guys. He's asking if you guys have anything left.
Yes. Any living being.
Yeah, yes, I do.
Well, I am specifically not in the physical, tangible world.
Got it. Desdemona. It's better than what we're currently dealing with. Can't be better to leave the world up to Bismuth. Drieg.
And I'm going to say the same thing that I said at the beginning. We know what we're dealing with. We know that while they're manipulative and can be horrible, we know what we're dealing with and we can fix it. We cannot wipe this entire world for an unknown. You don't know her. You don't know the ethereal that inhabits her.
I'm speaking to Desdemona, by the way, and not to... I'm not trying to convince Octavia anymore.
Octavia,
I'm
you
ignoring.
I think you're both talking to.
I'm speaking to Desdemona as well in
Gotcha.
rebuttal.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Ooh,
Octavia,
from beyond the
4 of
grave,
your
Desdemona
ribcage-
just here. When someone needs help, you help them.
Octavia, you feel your ribs are sort of cracked and broken beneath you. It's hard to breathe as you're sort of laying on the side of this altar. But you're.
Oh, I didn't do my sanity vision. I should do it. Yeah.
You should try
Please. Oh, I'm dying. This is so good.
Pass.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I rolled an
Lame.
18.
lame.
Boo.
Wow.
All right. Is it cool for me to jump over to David, or is there anything else sort of going on? Is this just sort of
I
a
think-
conversation?
I'm curious what happens now.
Does Desdemona do anything?
She just with tears running down her face looks to Avery and then over to Octavia, and like she has no words for either one. I'm gonna need like a minute, so just yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
David.
I'm going
On
to
to my
say
next move.
that after one more sort of round of thing doing, the ascension is going to happen.
Oh fuck.
I believe it's fair to finally go now to Augur.
So, I'd like to ask you a question about Augur themselves, because I've got two things in mind, and it's dependent on the answer to
Sure.
this, right? Would Augur, similar to Lasay, how Lasay is willing to sacrifice anything to make this happen, is Augur willing to sacrifice anything to not make this happen? Or is she not that type of person?
What I will tell you about Augur is that she is somebody who loves the stars and those that live between them with all of her being. But she's also somebody of rampant morbid curiosity.
Okay. I think that answers my question. With all of her power, she's just going to... So from what little or however much that Augur can perceive and what everybody else is perceiving, this ascension is going to happen. It is now pretty much not stoppable. You can make it more difficult, but the thing is going... It's too late now, right? Them wheels is rolling?
The wheels is rolling.
Okay.
Round and round.
All right. Augur is going to summon up all of her power because it seems now like she's not going to be able to stop this. So with that rampant curiosity and with that hopeful promise of, well, maybe there will still be stars and something between them, or stars and Earth and people between them, she just sends a voice to Emma to try and break through all of the craziness. And it's going to say, hold on. I'm looking back at my notebook. Sorry, important. In a very familiar voice, your name is Emma Stacks, your daughter to Robert and Frances Stacks. Work starts at sunup, ends at sundown. And remember, when somebody needs help, you help them. And that's it.
All right, so you're trying to...
Channel
in
whatever
essence-
Jeremiah's advice, whatever, because he was the only one who really spent time with her
This is pretty true.
before they got to the
Avery
long night.
definitely-
And they built up a
Trying to
bit
do,
of,
you know?
they built up a sort. So it doesn't look like Augur's going to be able to stop it. So maybe she can at least make this into some sort of benevolent god.
Okay.
Locke was trying to build this level of trust, but Jeremiah was the one who already had it, which is why Locke told Jeremiah to remind Emma who she is.
Go ahead and make a Jeremiah roll, aka the same roll you've been making, but this time do it with advantage.
Because I'm assisting.
That is a natural 18 for a
Ooh.
25.
You sort of everyone in the room feels the pulsing of energy begin to get a little bit less wild, a little bit less frantic, and begin to slow down and center as Emma shines more brilliantly than before. Is there anything else anyone would like to do?
So do we get this distinct sense it's gonna happen anyway, no matter what we do?
This ascension is going through. It's
As
sort of in the process
our
of happening.
Characters get that.
Your characters get that? I think that's a pretty interesting question.
Like, should our characters still act as if they're trying to prevent or make it happen? Like, Locke saying, "Yes, Desdemona, help it," and Octavia saying, "What the hell?" Like,
Okay, so
should
I like how you
Desdemona
gave
act as though
Locke the
it's not a
feminine
foregone
voice.
conclusion?
this is that's pretty choice. It's very.
I'm
inclusive.
Avery. I'm Octavia.
Okay.
Don't do the ritual.
So I would say that your characters, just through context clues, sort of understand intrinsically that this process is happening. There is still an opportunity to make it easier. There is still an opportunity to hinder that. You can tell that sort of the emotional state of Emma is one of the things that's actually sort of helping the most. But the most helpful thing, Desdemona, you would know this, is giving your life to the altar.
Giving your life or giving a life?
Giving a life, really.
Because like all of us are like at less than 10 hit points, I'm pretty sure.
As far as this altar is concerned, a life is a life. Blood is good, a life is bad.
Well, if it's happening anyway, what does make it easier even mean? I'm not sure I understand.
If she
what's the
fails
DC
this
for this?
ascension,
Oh,
Emma.
so the ritual is happening, but it may fail.
it may fail, exactly.
Gotcha. Sorry, when you said the ascension is happening, I
Oh.
thought you meant she's becoming a god. Full stop.
No,
So what
this-
you're saying is the ritual is happening.
The ritual's happening. No, she's not guaranteed to turn into a god at all.
Oh, okay.
That
I was
is-
wondering that too. I'm glad you asked.
Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe I wasn't super clear about that. Yeah, I chose some bad wording in retrospect. The ritual's happening. The ritual's underway. There are lots of things you can do to help it. There are lots of things you can do to stop it. Sort of what you understand so far that's working is sort of appealing to the Emma that you know, is sort of getting her to calm down and breathe a little bit easier. Desdemona knows for a fact that it's almost a certain thing if somebody gives their life and sort of gives the spark of their essence, their being, to Emma right now in this moment, she will almost guaranteed ascend. But
And just to reword what you said, not necessarily give your own life, give a life. Does it
yes,
have to be willingly given or no?
Arcovians would sacrifice people all the dang time.
Okay.
And then this altar was built with that in mind. Life essence is what this altar feeds on.
A life is a life.
A life is indeed a life. Whoever does get sacrificed in this way, according to the inexact science of Lasset and reiterated by Monsieur, they will cease to be in whatever new world is created after consumption. We're going to go through one more round of thing doing.
Well, I think Desdemona was trying to decide what to do, so.
Then we'll go to Desdemona last. Is that right?
Oh no, because we just we took
Oh.
that minute away to see what Augur does, so that
Right.
Amari can think.
Desdemona,
And then everybody does one.
what would you like to do?
Oh God, someone's not gonna like what I'm about to do, but
That's inevitable.
I'm gonna like whatever you do. You have at least one person on your side, and I know Alex is there too, so you're fine.
That's almost half the
Okay,
table.
great.
Well, counting you, that is half the
Great.
table.
Yeah, exactly.
Octavia, Desdemona, she looks still again side to side, tears streaming down her face, to Avery and to Octavia. And then she turns down and she looks at the crossbow in her hand. And she looks at it with disgust and hate. And she stands up and she says, I don't believe where I am right now in this point. I thought I was going to die. Back in those fires. I should have died. But there was someone or something pulling me along, like a puppet on a string, leading me up to this point. I never want that to happen to anyone ever again. I refuse to let anyone be in my position. This ascension is happening. The witch gods and all the other gods that have control over the lives of innocent people will end. And I'm going to rush towards Octavia and stab her.
Oh boy.
Okay, remind me, how much HP do you have, Desdemona, and how much HP do you have, Octavia?
I have 8 HP.
Same.
Okay. All right.
Alrighty.
So you guys tell me if you think this is fun. But
I mean, the answer's already yes, right?
I don't think it's absolutely fair to just let Desdemona up and end Octavia without a struggle.
Oh, no, Octavia would
Agreed.
not go away without a struggle.
Agreed.
So, what we are going to do is we're going to simply roll for it.
Okay.
You roll a d20. She rolls a d20. Whoever...
Are we adding our modifiers?
Just an up and down roll.
Oh.
No
Okay,
modifiers, no anything. Just
I'm gonna pick
two people at the
dice
edge
then.
of oblivion.
What happens to the person who fails?
The winner decides.
Fair enough.
Because presumably Octavia doesn't want to kill Desdemona right now because they'll just power the ritual.
And just so it's totally fair, no portent rolls here.
Shit.
Sorry.
Yep.
I know that you have the tendency to make epic things happen with portent rolls.
Uh-huh.
I love
I
that
was
about
waiting
you.
for-
I do.
yeah.
Oh, she
But-
seems so
I know.
disappointed.
But
It would have been anticlimactic here.
I feel robbed. Totally robbed right now.
Woo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay, well, whenever you're ready,
Mhm.
I'm doing it. That's 19.
oh,
Higher than mine.
oh. Desdemona, you sprint to Octavia. She is able to get to her feet. You see her sort of leveling a spell at you, but you sort of knock her to the ground before she's able to get it. You are on top of her. Blade in your hand.
Look at how Drieg has made you insane. I'm ending this now. The gods will be no more. And I don't know if Octavia wants to say anything.
I think Octavia just has fear in her eyes. And disappointment.
Oof, that's even fucking worse.
That's mom for angry.
Octavia had high hope for the people outside of the coven. And she knew that it was going to be an uphill battle to convince them that any witches were good and could make a positive difference in this world. And she totally does not believe that she was going insane and that everything that she did was right and that she saved you. So the fact that she is having this knife coming towards her shocked her, and she was not able to stop it in time.
The knife sinks deep into Octavia. Where does the knife go?
Just.
I have
God,
I have the tattoo of the eye behind my neck.
Oh.
If you're looking for something flavorful, I don't know.
I kind of was. I was looking to see if there were
Clear
any other
from
tattoos like in the
Nice.
front.
That's
But-
No, it's at the back.
Oh, and I was gonna say.
I mean,
grab
if the knife
Oh,
goes
goes all
deep
the way.
enough, it could pierce it.
if I go for if I just go for her neck then and see if I can get the blade out the other end.
Not that I'm trying to help in my own death scene here, but
Nah, that's how you know a good role play right
You
there.
take
Here's
your-
a good way to kill me.
You take your blade, and it's a struggle at first. Octavia is pushing you back with every single ounce of power that she has left, but she is waning quickly. And as the blade gets closer and closer to her neck, you can just see the pain and the hurt and the disappointment in her eyes. Your blade briefly touches the top of her throat, cuts the skin, and then one push goes all the way through. And as Octavia gurgles her very last breath. Alright. The blood from Octavia soaks deep into the altar as Octavia's body begins to dissolve into starlight and congeal around Emma. There's still a chance that this is going to fail, but the odds are very much so in your favor. This is how this is going to work. Octavia's die automatically succeeds. That's going to make sense in a second. Octavia's die automatically succeeds. The rest of us are going to roll a d20. All we have to do is beat an 8. If the majority of us succeed, she ascends, no problem. If the majority of us fail, she does not ascend. And whatever the consequences of that are, remains to be seen.
what is the DC that you guys have to beat?
An 8.
Nate. And how does mine do anything? Does
You
it, like-
automatically succeed. You've pushed the DC down with your death, and your die automatically succeeds since you have given your life.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, who wants to roll first?
Oh,
An 8.
even better. Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
I'll go next because everything focuses on Mari in the end.
No.
A 3.
I am like nauseous right now. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Alex, did you roll yet or no?
I haven't rolled.
No,
still-
hold on. Let Mari roll because
Mari's
if she
gonna roll.
succeeds, It doesn't matter
No,
what
of course. I'm just
Exactly.
curious.
So
Exactly.
it's the majority, right? So as long as two of you get 8 or over, it succeeds.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
If
far
she
we have
succeeds-
1 8.
Okay. It's a natural 20.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I
Boom.
So that might be the last roll of the game.
And dragons.
I'm taking a picture of it. Just to prove.
Oh,
That
it's
goes
such
on
a,
the instant.
such a
That's
beautiful,
amazing.
beautiful roll. I'm not gonna bother with my dice. That
You're,
would
you're
just
sure it's
sully the
not
whole
a 2,
experience.
right? You're sure it's not.
You see,
That's amazing.
as Avery and Desdemona wait with bated breath, you see the power within Emma begin to focus to a single point of absolute, overwhelming brilliance. Looking at it almost sears your eyes. It's beautiful, it's fantastic, but it's also painful. She begins to float up. You see the energy sink deep into her body as a single echoes throughout the chamber. And Emma floats down. And she looks to you and she goes, thank you. I know what I must do. It's not going to be easy. You can watch if you'd like. Or I can simply see you at the beginning of the new world. It'll be like going to sleep and waking up back where you began. You choose.
Avery is gonna look towards the altar and feel pretty guilty, all things considered. Not that he regrets the outcome, right? I'd rather just go to sleep. And he tries to get to his feet.
Emma walks towards you, gently, gingerly. She holds you at either side of your head, and she says, "Thank you, Avery Locke. Your love is felt even still." As you see Avery begin to turn into starlight and get absorbed into her being. And what of you, Miss Volmars?
Just out of character, what are the options here? Either I watch and die, or I just die. I don't know. I mean, both options end in death, essentially. Correct?
Pretty much, yes.
And rebirth.
Well, bearing witness, I technically Desdemona would still come back, or no?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no difference. You'll just see
What happens.
the consequence of your actions.
If it's all right with you, I think I want to watch. I want to see what happens.
Very well. She flicks her hand. You see the emblem of Dreeg's eye begin to shine brilliantly and vibrantly as a picture etched in flame is shown on the non-existent ceiling above you. Emma ceases to be in that room, and you see the long night, all huddled in snow. General is the first one to greet Emma and goes, "Infiltrator, is it done?" And Emma walks up to him coldly, calculated, and pushes her hand through his chest and drinks him in. The long night converges on Emma, but it doesn't take long. Rowan is the next to go. She grabs onto either side of his head, lifts him up in the air, You hear something kind of shocking in her voice. A little bit of vendetta, perhaps. I was more than a weapon. Rowan is absorbed. One by one, the rest of the long night goes. Apothecary, Jenna Solwell, the witches from the Coven, Lithria, and the rest. The very last to go is Lucy. Your father was a brave man. I will see you in the new world. She drinks Lucy's essence in. And then you see Emma appears in the mouth of Malmouth. Monstrosities swarm her as quickly as she appears, but in an instant, swaths of them get drawn into her body, aether fire and all. She reaches her hand down into the earth, and she cracks it open. And then she begins to draw the essence out of the ground itself. You see all around the world, simultaneously, as plants die, people wilt away, birds fall out of the sky, oceans dry up, as Emma begins to take everything into her being. You feel the earth tremble and shake before you. You feel the walls buckling in on themselves as Emma reappears. And she says, I do not know why you chose to watch, but I think it is important that you did. I thank you for your sacrifice. And then, black, nothing. Before Desdemona, you wake up in the new world. It's the first thing you notice is silk satin sheets, just velvety and fine against your skin, a luxury that you haven't felt in a very long time. I would like for you to tell me what it is your life looks like now. What's the first thing you do?
So this is technically everything is still the same. Daughter's dead, husband's dead. I'm just now alive in a new world with no, don't give me that because I don't know.
Calvin implied that he gave his life for the ritual, so he would never have existed in the new world, but that's not necessarily true for your daughter. You just have, like, potentially a different family. Or a different...
Well... Why you gotta ask me first? I gotta think about this.
The last to go. If you would like, I can come back to you.
I would have to think about it.
Of course.
I don't know.
Avery.
Yes.
What is your life like in the new world?
I have a quick question. So, do we remember the past world?
It's fuzzy. It's hazy. It's like a memory that was but wasn't. But you took it all with you. You felt the ascension. You remember seeing Desdemona slide a knife through someone's neck. You remember fighting Margrave on the bridge. You remember escaping from the burning wreckage of Malmouth. You remember reuniting with your brother at long last, but you can definitely tell that it's real, but it's also somehow distant.
Okay.
Also,
In
there's
that
no
case-
music. I don't know if there's supposed to be or not.
There's no music. I did that on purpose. I felt like we needed just a second, just a palate cleanser.
Yeah, literal. Please, second.
I could maybe find some nice soft music that fits. The thing is, a lot of the music that I have is either sad or sort of spooky. So oh, whoops.
Okay. I don't hear music.
Right.
There is none.
There's none.
I
Oh.
couldn't find any. I think I got it now.
All right. Desdemona.
New World Desdemona.
New World Desdemona. What's the first thing you do?
Waking up and kind of sitting up in bed, kind of stretching, just breathing in the fresh morning air and smiling to herself, knowing that her world and her life is complete once again. She smiles, she gets out of bed, and she heads over to her daughter's room.
I feel like hesitantly at first, or I'm not sure. Maybe you would be overcome with excitement. But you walk down familiar hallways. The decorum is, slightly different. There are different books on your shelf. There are different different kinds of flowers sort of adorning your entryways and your vases. But you walk down the familiar pathway to Evangeline's room. You open the door, and you see that she is still asleep, but she's there. But she looks a little different. You can tell her hair is it's maybe just like a bit more wild, a bit more wavy. You can tell she might be like 2-3 years older than you remember. But she's there. You can tell it's her. It's the same person, the same sort of essence of the person that was.
She just kind of pokes her head just to check, and she closes the door behind her, and she will head out to the garden. And on her way out, she will just pause for a moment and turn around and just look behind her and just call out, "Darling, I'm going out to the garden. Just letting you know."
Thanks. I'll be here in the study.
What? Hold on.
I was wondering what you guys were typing about this whole time.
Surprise!
Wow. Then Avery.
Well, I mean, you guys are the only people in like the entire world who experienced this, so it kind of makes sense you to reconnect.
They've been through a lot.
Oh my god. All right. Wow.
Damn, we got Alex.
You got me.
See, this is for all the times you got all of us. Now you got God.
I got God.
You got God.
I was
The dice drop guy. That was great. That dice drop. Oh yeah.
I was expecting like, okay, I'm gonna come in with like a milquetoast guy. He's gonna be like fine. He's gonna be decidedly not Calvin.
Fuck
but
your
okay.
milk toast. We got garlic bread.
Desmona, is there anything else you would like to do?
That's amazing. I love it. Oh
Just
my
really
God.
quick, she's just going out to the garden to pick some lilacs, knowing that's Evangeline's favorite flower, and just make a small arrangement to leave at her bedside table
Oh, very nice.
before she wakes up.
Professionally, what is Desdemona luck? I don't know. Maybe it didn't take his last name.
Weird, so weird.
So weird.
Desdemona Velmarlock.
That sounds like a.
Well, her
German
maiden
warlock.
name is Fury, but
Ah,
I don't know.
maybe
if
he
that
took
matters.
your last name. What is there anything else you would like to do? Or sorry, I was going to ask a different question. Professionally, what do you imagine Desdemona does?
I would imagine that she would have taken someone's advice that she heard. She can't remember who, though. It was someone special and close to her. That she should be the spark of change that the city needs. And be on the city council board, whatever the hell Melmoth is. God.
the PTA.
I'm gonna change
Shaping
school
the
board.
youth of the future.
Be a politician, essentially.
Okay. Oh, I had a girl. You see a couple of Malmouth City Guard, sort of chained in green and gold, come up to you, and they go, "Hello, Councilwoman. Would you be needing an escort to today's meeting?"
That's kind of you to offer. I think I can manage on my own.
We know you can handle yourself. Professional courtesy, let's call it. Have a good one, Miss Councilwoman.
Have a great day.
Avery, you are in your study.
Yeah.
This is so fucking good. I'm sorry I can't keep it in. I love it. I fucking love it, guys.
What are you reading? What are you doing in your study? What are you pawing over?
Quick question.
Yes.
Do all of my brothers live in this world?
Absolutely they do.
Specifically Rowan, right?
Definitely Rowan.
I think Avery's gonna do what he would have been doing, right? He's studying like history.
The history books that you are poring over,
I mean, yeah, if anything changed.
they are familiar to you, but they are almost entirely alien as well, in a very strange way. You see the dawn of a brand new society, one unified empire under the guiding light of the goddess Emran. You see a society that essentially flourishes with some strict but some would argue necessary guidelines in order to make their society pure and
Yeah, it's just called laws. We all have them, Alex.
there is you are now sort of reading about the birth of this new Templar service called the Knights of Emran, who are all about sort of enacting Emran's will across the empire, making sure that anyone who would go against the will of the goddess would be dealt with.
I would hope that if there's anything that we manage to instill in her, that there's compassion, that they're at least better than the Luminari.
I don't know. People like their power.
Absolute power.
You do hear a knocking on your on your door.
Come on in.
Brother.
Run.
I need to make sure that I'm not crazy.
Sorry.
That'll be hard.
Did we fight against an unimaginable power in the form of ethereals and instill a new god? Or was that a dream?
Doesn't matter. What matters is what we do next.
Well, to that end, I did receive this for you, and he hands you an envelope addressed to Avery and Desdemona. You rip it open. The words on the envelope, on the letter say, "We need to talk." And simply that. And at the bottom of the page it says, "Templar Margraves." I don't know what exactly it means, but the fellow who gave it to me was rather stern. He seemed like he meant business.
Well, let's find out what I do next.
Before that, Octavia, you are sadly absent from this world.
Expected.
Surely in your past life, you made some choices that others would look down upon. But I think that many would also argue that you had affected the world in a much grander, largely positive way. Octave, you do not exist. But somehow, your effect is still felt in the world. How is it different?
I would have to think on that.
All right, then in that case, we're going to Jeremiah.
Jeremiah wakes up late. He likes to sleep in sometimes. You know, too much hard work doesn't do a person any good. We see him wake up, stretch a little bit, get out of bed, and then he thinks for a moment, he realizes, it should be here today. It should be here today. He's waiting on a very important package. He runs downstairs, and you see lots of fishing supplies, fishing poles, rods, reels, bait boxes, tackle boxes. In the back through a window, you see a little shed where you see his little like sloop right near the river out back. And he runs down, and his wife, Anne-Marie, looks up. Honey, what's going on? You'll see. It should be here. Did the mail come? Yeah, it's over there. Great. Get the kids. And she says, what? But they're out. He says, no. This is great. Come here. And he runs to the back door and he shouts out, Ronald, Lacey, come on in. I got something to show you.
Okay, hold on a second. Because the fiction that I've created in this world, I mean, Annabelle definitely still exists.
No, Anne-Marie. Different world, different people.
Okay.
Different job.
Jeremiah
different
took
job.
a different path. Okay.
Yeah. And
And he's alive.
and he's
That's the
alive.
important part here, right?
I figured I'd go fun with it.
All right.
And you see his son, his son who is older. The daughter's the youngest, and his daughter runs in with a little pig that they named Little Porker.
Oh, I hate
And
you.
he never wanted
I hate you so much.
he never wanted a pig for a pet, but You know, things happen. Kids grow attached to what you should be eating sometimes. And there's a package inside. There's a package on the table that came in the mail, and he opens it up, and it looks like a simple locket. And you open it up, and you see a little painted portrait of the whole family.
Aw.
And the kids immediately grow disinterested and say, "Dad, come on!" And they go back out and run. And he says, "I got this made for you. Just a little something. I don't know. Call me a romantic." And he clasps it around her neck and gives her a big hug and kiss and says, "So, what are we doing today?"
When you say, "What are we doing today?" Anne Marie begins to go, "Well, I was thinking," and then you hear a knock, knock, knock on the door. What?
Who's that? And I
This time of
run
day?
over and I swing the door open. I'm not expecting anybody. Well, let's see. I go over and I open the door.
You swing open the door and you see two figures standing there. They seem familiar, very familiar, but also different. You see one is a short blonde girl with a streak of red in her hair. Her eyes are heterochromatic. She has a robe over her body. And the other one stands incredibly tall. She holds herself like a warrior. And that is doubled by the fact that she has this incredible obsidian hammer at her side and a great big obsidian shield on her back. And
Yes. Oh, sorry.
the little girl goes, "Do you remember me?"
I pause. I consider for a bit. I don't know how I'm supposed to answer that. You look familiar.
You see her taken aback for a second.
What's your name?
Call me Lucille. This is going to sound strange, but you died for me.
That doesn't sound like me. You sure you got the right guy? This is Jeremiah, No, he wouldn't say the Jeremiah resident. This is the Husker residence. I don't know why. We've been fishermen our whole lives, but you sure you got the right place?
She thinks for a second, and she goes, "Must be a mistake." And
Hang on. What's going on? You look troubled.
You see, she clearly has a lump in her throat, and she swallows it. She wipes away a couple quick tears, and she goes, "I was supposed to deliver this to you." And she hands you an envelope.
You want to come in? I give her a look up and down.
I should really be going.
Some tea, some food.
And you see
You
Jenna
sure you're okay?
pipes up. She goes, "Well, I would love..." "No, we really should get going."
So there's... Oh, right. You didn't describe the second figure.
Obviously, Jenna.
Yeah, I figured.
Mr. Jeremiah, it was truly an honor meeting you for the first time.
Well, now that just sounded weird.
You know, it felt weird coming out my mouth.
Hang on just a moment. And I look back at Anne Marie and I just kind of wave away like, it'll be fine. And I step out and I close the door and I say, "What's all this about? You girls in trouble? Do you need help?"
Trust me, sir, we are the farthest thing from in trouble. We came to deliver a message. We delivered the message. She takes a brief second. She breathes in, she smiles, and she says, "You have a good life. And
Well, what was the god? What's our new god's name?
Emran.
Emran. Well, thank Emran. It has been so far. Certainly have no complaints, except for that stupid pig always making a mess everywhere. But what are you gonna do? Well, all right. Thank you for the message. Am I supposed to read it now?
At
Do
your
you need a
leisure.
response?
That's how messages work.
Well, hold on a minute. Let's see. If you need a response, better get it to you before you go. Save you a trip back. And I'll open it up and take a look inside.
We need to talk. Templar Margrave.
Have I heard this name before?
The name Margrave sounds pretty familiar, but maybe you heard it in
Man.
passing. Or
I look at Lucille and I say, you know, you ever have a feeling that you've seen something or done something, but you know you've never done it before? Vujade. No. Swap that. Deja vu, right? I just got the weirdest sense of that. What am I talking about? I'm just an old fisherman. What do I know? Probably just talking nonsense, huh? Well, are you... I look at the letter. Are you... I kind of show it to them because, you know, I don't know. Are you taking me there? Do I need to go now? Do you know what's this? Do you know what this is about? I don't know why I took on more of a southern hint. Sorry about that.
honestly, maybe this is the new Jeremiah right here. This is what I'm thinking, brother.
no.
Jeremiah is just like, listen.
I went for the hard reset. I hope that's okay. If that fucks your shit up, please let me know. But I was feeling this. I hope that's all right.
That's all
Okay.
right.
But yeah, are you ladies supposed to be escorting me?
What?
Am I in trouble?
No. Listen, we know you can handle yourself. I mean,
I look down at my little beer belly.
you look down at your
Sure.
little beer belly, but there's some muscles there. You don't kind of remember.
Yeah, of course. I'm a fisherman.
Yeah, you got the fisherman muscles.
I got what it is. I got those fisherman forearms. You know.
Yeah.
I got Popeye forearms. Exactly. But I say, well, all right. Well, thank you both. Anything else I can do for you?
No, we really should be on our way.
All right. Well, as you said, have a nice life, I suppose.
Emran's like guide you.
Maybe you too. Maybe I'll see you around.
And then the two women leave.
I kind of watch them go, and I think, right? I think back to, like, she does seem familiar, but where the hell do I... Or probably both of them, right? Like, they do seem so familiar, but where the hell do I know them from?
Vujade, who knows?
Yeah. How old did they look?
Lucille looked like
Well, this is it's an
maybe
important question, right?
16, 17.
Okay.
The other one was a full-grown woman, maybe in her late 20s, early 30s.
I think I stand on the stoop for a moment, and as I turn and I walk in and I close the door, I hear the door kind of shut behind me, and as I hear that, I just have this weird flashback to this injured 16, 17-year-old young woman who showed up at my door one night looking for help, but that didn't really happen, did it? Did it? No, I'd remember something like that, right? And I walk in and I reassure Anne-Marie that, at least according to those ladies, I'm not in trouble, but I guess I got to see this Margrave about something.
Real quick, what is your son's name?
Ronald.
Ronald, of course. And he's the older child?
He's the older one. Yeah.
Ronald comes up to you and goes, Dad, You shut up.
Yeah, son. What's up?
All right, fine. I'll do it normal. God.
No, it was just so
Daddy.
unexpected. I'm
Daddy.
sorry.
No, we didn't expect it. We're not making fun of you.
You are, and it hurts. Dad. You
What's
are
up?
never going to guess what I found in yonder woods.
If you tell me that you found those two dogs doing what they do again, I'm gonna be kind of pissed off, son.
I don't know how to respond to that.
You're a farmer. You've seen animals rotten.
Right.
Yeah, but you don't want to hear your son talking about it all the time. Listen, he's getting older. He's
normal.
got
Dad, that's just
you're-
natural. Anyway, Dad. I don't know. You're going to like it. Just come with me.
All right, let's go. And I kind of I laugh and I put my arm around him as he shows me where.
You guys sort of dart through the forest. He's darting. You're probably following a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm pretending to keep up.
Yeah. Every once in a while, he goes, Dad, this way, Dad.
I'm coming.
So
Not
eventually,
built for this.
you
Made to be in a
come
boat.
to a clearing, a perfectly circular grove in the middle of the woods. And strangely enough, in the middle, you see a broken pitchfork with moss and vines growing over it. And he goes, I don't know what it is, but this place feels special.
Oh God. Oh no. I don't know what to do. I walk forward and I think as soon as I step in, right? As soon as I actually step into the clearing, I get that feeling again, right? That odd something feeling like I've been here before, right? And I think I'm unconsciously rubbing my arm. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's like thinking like there's this little like ache in my arm. When I was a kid, I fell out of a tree and broke my arm, but that was a while ago.
You got better.
But it still hurt. It never set quite properly, so sometimes it hurts, And I'm just kind of rubbing my arm a bit.
Yeah.
I walk up and I get closer and I take a look. And, do I see anything else besides the pitchfork?
No. We are going to cut.
Yeah. I got to think about this too. Sorry. Oh shit.
We don't have to linger here. I'm cool with unanswered questions. I love unanswered questions.
I'm okay with unanswered questions, but I would like to do something. I just don't know what yet.
Octavia.
If that's okay.
So, I don't think this is what you were maybe expecting, but I think from Octavia's experience over the span of like 2 days, however long that whole experience was, changed her quite drastically. And while she started as being idealistic with seeing the good in everyone and believing that everyone should be trustworthy and that everyone should be given the chance to show themselves to be their best person, through her experiences with Drieg mainly, as well as just all the occurrences and confrontations with everyone, both in the coven and outside of the coven. She realized that it was not so simple. But the one thing that she could count on was knowledge and truth to help guide her decisions.
Okay.
So I believe that there is some probably hidden society in this new world who is driven to search for the truth.
Oh my
Because
god.
the world that is not the truth.
Love it.
That is exactly what I was hoping you were saying.
That's amazing.
Octavia,
We're about
you
to start
don't
playing Invisible Sun, everybody.
Some people are not okay with the world being fixed.
you don't exist, so to speak, but I don't know. You became part of a god, so in a way, you exist everywhere. In small, perhaps unforeseeable ways. We, the omniscient we, go deep into a vicious and violent swamp. We follow past roots and crags and wild overgrown trees, and we find a hollowed out tree that leads deep underground. And there we see cloaked figures huddled over scrolls and books. One of them goes, there it is again, the farmer. The farmer keeps on showing up. Who is the farmer? I've got the widow here. Where is the scholar in all this? Where is the scholar? And then we move past those people, digging for the truth in every way possible. You see in a variety of weapons sort of hanging up on the wall. You see a few people practicing spell magic that's sort of twisted and weird. And you can tell that when they do, their veins sort of pump a little bit harder. And you see one woman goes, yes, that's good. Keep practicing. Lady Emran cannot have all the power herself. We must focus on ourselves. We can control things beyond what Emran is ever capable of. She shows herself as the true light, but we know that she is a false light, and we will uncover that truth. And then you see all of them bowing down to a statue of a bald woman with 3 eyes.
Ah, yes! That's amazing. Love it. Fuck yeah.
All right. If it's okay with all of you, I would like to cut to one final thing. This is the conclave of the Templars. I assume that all of you are going to accept your summons, correct?
Yes.
Is there anyone who is not going to accept their summons?
No, I will, but I think I would like to do, one last thing.
One last thing, okay.
It's short. Jeremiah, while he's sort of kneeling in the grove, looking at this pitchfork, reaches out for a moment to pull it out, and then just sort of stops himself, just thinking, nah, this looks like it should be here. Besides, what use do I have for a pitchfork? And he just sort of stands up. Yeah, he just sort of stands up, turns around, puts his arm around his son, tells him, just what cool spot that he found, whatever, and starts heading back to his home.
What do I need a darn old pitchfork for?
Exactly.
I love how done with that you are. Anyway.
Do you prefer a Boston accent, Mari?
No.
Go ahead and
What do I
try.
need a pitchfork for?
What do I need a pitchfork for?
Nope.
No.
So
No.
Italian. So Italian.
You're Italian.
Yes.
Wait, you are.
That's how he knows.
Correct.
Anyway, continue.
Anyway.
Yeah.
You all, I would imagine that Desdemona and Avery would arrive first, right?
Sure. I mean, yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but the two of you maybe would have been here before.
Don't see why.
Maybe not. Okay.
Your past life.
Not even in
In
a
the
past life
long
would you have been here.
ago.
This place did not exist in the past
I'm
life.
just a humble, rich scholar.
You're just a humble, rich scholar living in the city's obviously not named Malmouth anymore. The city would probably be sort of the seat of power for the empire what worships Emerald. I'm not certain what the city is named at this time, but I'll get back to you.
Emran Land.
Emerald, Emeraldville.
Oh gosh.
Emrin Mouth.
Emerald.
Bokara Emrin.
So you guys arrive to these large sort of marble-clad halls, massive pillars on either side of you, sort of accentuate a very ornate rotunda all around you. You see iconography of Emran all around. You see sort of statues of Emran, how she likes to be depicted as a little girl, holding up her hand in sort of a peaceful gesture. You see sort of tapestries and paintings. I would like either Avery or Desdemona, or both, to make a perception or investigation check.
Would you like to help me out, hun? Perception?
Now I'm gonna make investigation, but it's gonna
Go
be
ahead.
one lower because my intelligence is lower. 6 in this world, or 7.
Well, you said you're not level 7?
Why would I be? I'm not an adventurer.
Curious.
I mean, that's true. Like, what kind of sheet should I even be looking at right now, if any?
Strangely
Just
enough,
roll straight.
you guys,
I'm still an archaeologist, so I still have the proficiency.
you
Still
guys
have my
feel powerful. You feel lived in, and you don't exactly know why. But I do want to remind you that you didn't not have these experiences. You
That's
are
true.
among the few people who have sort of lived with these experiences. So who rolled what?
Oh, well, that's not too great, but I mean, if we're still using, the regular sheet as is, it's 18. If not, it's just a 9.
I got a total of 12 if I'm using the character sheet.
Avery, you look,
Somewhere my darling's 18.
you sort of scope around a little bit. You're sort of admiring the incredible work on these painted and also woven tapestries that sort of intersperse throughout. Desdemona, you look and you see a woman who looks just like you, like strangely like you. She is standing at the edge of a cliff with a sharp, wicked stiletto dagger in her hand, looking thoughtful and determined. Jeremiah, you arrive.
Wow. What a place.
You see a couple of figures standing in the hall before you, sort of also taking in the sights, examining what look to be sort of incredible artifacts, elaborate paintings. Before too long, you hear a voice, and it sort of booms out from the other side and says, "I see you've received my communique."
Only if you're Margrave.
The one and only.
Nice place you got here.
This is a temple to our divine Lady Emran. May her light shine on all of you.
And on you.
Do you know why I brought you here today?
I was told I'm not in trouble.
You're not in trouble. No, quite the opposite.
He lets out like it looks like he hadn't been breathing that whole time.
Would anyone care to take a stab?
I take a look around.
Do you want to do an investigation check?
I guess that or perception. That doesn't really matter to me. Sure. That's a natural 19
Woo.
plus whatever else or minus. I'm not going to check my character. It's a natural 19.
Yes, you are sort of passively looking at these paintings, where you spot a few things. You spot sort of this long stretch of incredible tapestries, starting with a man who looks like you fending off a horrifying-looking demon with nothing but a pitchfork. You see, Jeremiah standing at the edge of a sort of starlit room with a broken sarcophagus below you. You see Jeremiah crumpled on the ground with his arms turning black before you. Margrave says, "Look familiar?"
I mean, yeah, but and I just kind of pause as I think back, and again, that same bit of deja vu. Just I remember this, but no, definitely not. I say, well, certainly does look familiar.
And what about you, Professor? What do you see?
Things best left forgotten.
Wrong answer. Councilwoman?
Desdemona's just going to look at Jeremiah. I mean, she remembers him? Doesn't remember him? Recognizes him?
Yeah, I mean, it seems to me Jeremiah is the only one struck with amnesia. You recognize this man.
I have reasons for this, by the way. I'm not just bullshitting. I'm happy to give reasons after everything.
Sure, absolutely.
I just want to point out, like, I'm not actually just doing this to be like, ha ha ha, bullshit.
No, I get it.
I've got, I just want to be clear on that. But I think Jeremiah would look at you, whatever you say, and just sort of cock his head. Again, you can see the gears turning just very slowly, and he's just like, you also look kind of familiar. You ever been to the swap meet down at Trout River Run? And you see, just like, no, it's not that. He like looks at your clothing and is like, no, you definitely weren't there.
He grasps you by the shoulder and he says, "If you would like help, I can remind you. After all, that is one of the tenets of our religion. When someone needs help, you help them."
Oh, fuck you, Alex. Fuck you so hard, Alex. Fuck you so hard. I was so ready to be like, nah, I'm good. Just keep going, but
That's hilarious.
I should have seen it coming, and I didn't see it fucking coming.
I know I didn't.
I really didn't. And he pauses. He's just like, well, I guess that sounds about right.
Yeah, that tracks. Another one of our tenets.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
God. Oh my God.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
No, please make that canon.
Yeah. No, I would love it. When someone needs help, you help them. That tracks.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think he doesn't actually respond, right? I think he just stands there dumbfounded. I think saying that, right, is like a lightning bolt through him. And it's not he suddenly remembers everything or anything like that, but that's sort of like, okay, there's definitely, like, this isn't some like odd political thing. I'm not being, sir, there's been a problem with your taxes or anything like that, you know? 'Cause that's what was going through his head, of course. Like, wait, I thought I paid all my taxes. I should be fine. What's going on? You know, don't tell me the taxes on fishing tariffs have gone up or whatever. But I think that just sort of like sends a lightning bolt through him, right? Hearing those words, he just sort of like stops and just, I think a little dumbfounded, just like nods. Yeah, sure. I guess.
Well, you seem to have found the part of your tapestry, but it may be
What do you mean
presumptuous.
my tapestry?
It's hard to explain, but the three of you have shown up throughout history, time and time again. You are woven into the history of our people. And there's always three. There's always a farmer. There's always a widow. And there's always a professor. And
Honey, I'm getting worried.
Yeah, Desdemona's just kind of like,
You're like, God damn it, we chose the wrong backstory. Chose the one to get me killed off.
Am I
Fantastic.
gonna die now?
Avery gets a heart
how
attack.
can you? You're the professor.
Yeah.
Then you can't be the widow.
Oh, this
You're
is like
welcome,
some kind of like scientific theory right here in progress.
Right. But he
Jeremiah thinks I hope Anne Marie's all right.
he
I mean,
Right, because
I'm no farmer, and I'm sure as hell not a professor. Oh God, I'm getting real nervous. See me take my fishing hat off, kind of wringing it in my hands a little bit, getting real nervous.
Oh my god. I'm gonna start crying.
Margrave gestures to tapestry on the far side of the wall. He says, "This really seems like you." And you see a gruff man sort of leading a charge on horseback with a great pitchfork at his side.
I think seeing that, and it's as I see all these different images of myself, and I see the pitchfork. I'm assuming the pitchfork is like always there.
Pitchfork's always
I'm
there.
guessing. Yeah. I think back to the Grove, and you just sort of see me start to like shiver a little bit, like, okay, this is really fucking weird. Like things are starting to come together, I think now.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just, I think he's at the stage where like something's happening and I don't like it, but I'm not gonna let these guys know that because they seem to know a lot more about this than I do.
Sure. Then Margaret goes over to a different tapestry and it goes, "This is an incredibly important one to our religion. This is the sort of birth of our tenets. And who's there delivering those tenets?" And then he gestures to somebody who looks an awful lot like Avery Locke, standing on top of an incredibly extravagant library with a sea of people below him. "Tell me that isn't you." Well, there's one notable difference, is that this one only has the one eye, and you seem to have both.
Oh, that's something that's always gonna happen.
But this
That's
one
awesome.
is the one that's most worrisome to me, and hopefully you'll see why. And you see another painting that's called "The Death of the Heretic," and you see Desdemona standing over a woman with a knife in her neck. And he goes, "I mean, to me that is plain as day. When I first saw you on city council, I thought you looked familiar, but then I started piecing it together. This is you."
I'm horrified. Who painted this?
"These were passed down from our goddess from the very beginning of time. They depict real events, supposedly."
I would never want to harm anyone.
That's
Jeremiah
neither-
shuffles like 2 steps away.
That's neither
Well,
here.
there's Arbridge on,
Now,
from
would Desdemona still have the memory though of that, or not specifically?
I mean, if she searches for it, she might find a vague recollection of her doing this to someone.
Can I roll for that?
Yeah, roll whatever. I'm not sure what you're gonna roll to recall.
I don't know what that could be.
We're in uncharted territory, boys.
Roll a yes check. Those
oh
are
my. Could this just be a religion check?
Sure.
Wouldn't it be more like an insight for yourself?
Yeah, see what you're thinking.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with insight. That's a good suggestion, Jude. I mean, it's 12.
It's a shadow of a memory. It's other memories that he's that you sort of looked at before. You could sort of piece together those almost had a place in your head and your heart. But this is different. Either you're blocking it or it's blocked. But it's like whenever you try to access this memory, it's almost like that part of your brain just shuts down. Black. It's nothing.
I don't like this. Can you explain why are we summoned here?
Well,
please, good Sir Templar.
the Empire is in danger. Radicals are swelling up from beneath. They grow more powerful by the day. They are practicing dark magics, not bequeathed by Lady Emryn, but from some other source that we're not sure of.
Sorry, who did you say is rising up from the dead?
Sort of like a radical fringe group. I don't think I gave them a name. I think I'll let you do that.
I didn't hear it. I heard like it was just a gap, so
Oh,
you
I
mean-
missed a word.
You mean activists?
Activists.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
I won D&D, you guys. I'm out. See ya.
Oh, activists. Activists. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, I get it.
Wow, that delay.
It took a second.
I'm smart.
I can't explain why, but this woman also shows up a few points in history, and she's dealt with almost just as quickly. We refer to her as the prophet. Now, the things that she's prophesying are never good. They're almost certainly the end of our life as we know it. But we have reason to believe that you know who she is.
Desdemona looks at Avery. Do you know who she is?
Looks familiar. Can't tell you more. But if you'd like, I'm willing to put resources at your disposal if that's what you need.
I don't need your money, per se. I think, and stop me if this sounds crazy, but I believe the three of you were destined, chosen almost, to stop this.
All right, well, I'll stop you. That sounds pretty crazy.
Sleep on it. We'll be in touch.
I'm going to be honest with you, sir. Thank you for showing me all this. And thank you for, I guess, bringing me in on it, but I think you can count me out.
Only a fool tries to run away from their destiny, Mr. Jeremiah. You can.
Oh, it's got nothing to do with destiny or anything like that, but I don't know what it is, but I'm just getting this feeling, and sir, I'm going to be honest, and I mean no hard feelings by this. I just don't like you.
That is fine. You don't need to like me. In fact, you don't have to deal with me at all if that is what you so wish. For you are a chosen champion of Lady Emran, whether you like it or not. You have providence, good sir. You can choose to go back to your quaint fishing life with your beautiful family, and I can't stop you. But one of these days, destiny will thrust you into the middle of it. And wouldn't you like to get a leg up on destiny, sir?
If it's going to happen anyway, then I'd like to spend as much time with my family as I can.
Fair enough. Do you need an escort back to your abode?
Yeah. Where are those two ladies you said before? They seem nice.
I didn't... two ladies. I sent an official outfit of Templar.
Huh. Well, it seems I know something you don't, sir. Take care. And I turn and walk out. Actually, no, sorry. Before I turn and walk out, I turn around and I look to the others and I say, pleasure to meet you both. Good luck. Don't take this the wrong way, but I hope I never see you again. And I just turn and leave.
And the ironic thing is, I have to see him every day. What say you, Councilwoman, Professor?
Well, when the emergency comes, talk to me then. I'd like to spend some time with my wife before she becomes a...
Yes.
The whole point...
Dude, Cecily Margrave is what I live for.
The whole point of knowing that there's an emergency about to happen is the ability to stop it before it happens. These cultists, these outcasts, they are dealing with incredible magic. Something that many of our Templars aren't even capable of. And if we let that sit and fester, they will rise up and they will burn this city down. And if you want to live in a city of ashes, then walk away. That's fine. But the rest of us, we're going to be working to prevent the emergency before it happens.
So, like, sorry, go on.
Desdemona has had her eyes on the painting depicting the death of the heretic, and she closes her eyes briefly and she tries to remember something, remember anything from this strange past, and try to make any kind of connection to what these tapestries and paintings and other artifacts are trying to allude to. And she opens her eyes once more, just drawing blanks, and Ever the politician just asks, "Can this group be reasoned with? Can you show them the truth of Lady Emrys? Of our goddess? Anything to prove that what they believe is wrong?"
They reject our truth wholly. They believe that this world that we live in is a false one. That makes them incredibly dangerous. They don't view anyone who lives in this world as real. They think that this is an illusion. They think if they can destroy this world, we can go back to the way that it was, but I won't let them destroy this world, and you shouldn't either. We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Well, what would you have us do then?
In the texts, Lady Emran speaks of a trusted blade, an assassin so deft and skillful that she could slip in and out of anywhere undetected, leaving with the life she chose to take in her goddess's name. If we had access to someone like that, this problem would be solved rather reasonably, quickly, and amicably. Well, for us, not for them, but...
Desmona just turns and looks at Avery. A little bit... I don't want to say scared, but she's concerned for sure. She doesn't know what this all means, and she doesn't know... This is a completely new threat, completely new to her knowledge, and to hear that this group, outside group, potentially threatens the city, it's obviously a concern to her as a council person. Avery, I feel that we should do something then.
I don't even know what he's asking for.
You see Margrave takes a few paces away, and then you hear an unsheath of a dagger as he whips around and he throws it at you.
Ooh.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Right. Natural one.
Oh my
Did mean Desdemona. I'm sorry.
Oh!
I thought you meant- Okay, Desmond.
Thank goodness.
Thank you.
I was gonna say Desdemona was just going to become a widow, like right there.
Fulfilling her destiny!
I was waiting for Desdemona to be like, if I help you, does that mean I can count down your vote?
16.
As the dagger hurls towards your face, you effortlessly catch it on a pinpoint. I've never seen a council person able to do that, have you? Something to think
How
about.
many daggers have you thrown at council people, Mr. Margaret?
You just see like a pile of council people off to the side, and Margaret just like kicks them a little bit into the shadows. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know why you ask.
Desdemona stares at the blade in her hand, eyes wide, and she just drops it and lets it clatter to the ground. What does this all mean?
Sleep on it. We'll be in touch, I promise.
We leave then.
Yeah. That was...
All right. One
like that.
last thing. I'm sorry.
This is amazing.
Shadows fall as the moon rises over the swamp. The cultists have long since gone to sleep. We see the statue of the three-eyed woman as the eye in the middle of her head just faintly glows green. And that is where we'll end our session!
Yay! That was incredible.
Oh my
I
gosh!
love it. I love
Holy
it. I love it. I
shit.
love it. That was fantastic.
That was absolutely fantastic.
100% one of the best campaigns I've ever played in.
Um,
Thank you.
and
Thank you,
dude,
Alex. That was wonderful.
I was so anxious with how this was going to like turn out, but holy smokes, that's like way better than I could have anticipated at all.
You couldn't just give us a happily ever after 5 minutes. Not even 5
Okay,
minutes.
so wait, hold on.
No.
The story's not over yet, right? Or is it?
To be
Campaign number 2.
To be continued.
Mark?
To be continued, question mark. To be
So
continued,
okay, hold on.
question mark.
I have a question. I think I didn't fully follow your whole train where you said that Octavia appeared multiple times throughout history as well as a prophet, or did I hear that wrong?
No, you heard that correct.
Someone very much like her.
Someone.
Yeah, someone very much like Octavia kept on popping up through time, but was relatively
A
swift.
herald.
With.
Right. Swift to die was more a herald, but then the world followed. The world ended as well. Or
in the
restarted.
new world.
No.
The new world.
New world.
You popped up in the
Right.
new world.
Right,
Many
many
times.
times, like reincarnations, but this time you haven't been killed yet. That's what I got from it.
I got the impression that this person who reappeared multiple times was a prophet for the impending world to end, as in the start of a new one.
I think what he's saying is this is the new one, but there's people who are looking for the old one.
Right.
Kind of like in the Matrix, where like there's humans who always like insist on waking up, and
Oh, you cut out.
Yeah. Insist on
it's
waking
kind of like in the Matrix where there's always the humans who don't keep trying to wake up because they don't.
You're
God.
still cutting
cutting
out.
out.
Always at the same time.
Yeah.
Always at the same time. I'm dying to know.
It's like in the Matrix, where some people always keep trying to wake up because they refuse to believe in the Matrix.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. That's exactly what I thought you were gonna say, but yeah.
Okay, so it's not that it's someone who is a like it's like a cycle where they show up when it's basically the herald of the end of the world or the start of the new world. Not
it
that.
seems,
I miss-
according to Margrave, that throughout times in history, during this new cycle of the world, it seems like for whatever reason, the four of you kept on popping up. The professor, the widow, the farmer, and the prophet.
That's because that's what God thinks heroes look like.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I mean, in
That's
a sense,
That's
if
my
we took a
religion.
snapshot of the very last things you guys did, she probably saw the three of you as praiseworthy heroes, and she probably saw Octavia as a villain.
Oof.
Story of her life, man.
Honestly?
I tell ya.
So fucking good.
It's amazing.
I mean, there was like a loose plan for me to go there, but with the amount of stuff you guys gave me, it just kept on going and giving. Golly, I love this game so goddamn much.
That was incredible.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm
that
going
is
to end my stream.
it for the stream. I love you all so much. You are special to me. You're important to me.
Yeah, this was amazing. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Yes. I am going
Thank you
to
for watching
compile this all into a playlist. I'm sorry that I haven't already. I'm bad. I'm just a bad man in general. But I will do
Very-
that. And I don't know. There might be a Grim Dawn season 2, but I mean, it's not exactly. I wouldn't feel comfortable calling this Grim Dawn D&D anymore. It is
No,
really
it would be its own thing at this point.
Yeah.
Literally.
A grim new dawn.
a Grim Dawn. Honestly, now
Dawn.
we can just sort of have a homebrew world. We can have a new setting. We can have a setting that
It's
we
amazing.
made. That started from Grim Dawn and became something else. How cool is that? How rad is that? D&D
Alex,
fucking
this
slaps.
was probably the best campaign I've ever played. This was